How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to CuboldCast. Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Vanguard and the early access for Battlefield 2042.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh, man.
We have a lot to talk about.
I don't know what we're just going to start out first
I wonder
with.
if that popping is going through.
I
You
feel...
hear that?
I don't know.
Oh.
What is it? We should talk about Battlefield first, I would assume.
Probably,
We don't
yeah.
have much yeah, we don't.
'Cause
Well,
it's
we
not,
do,
it's
but
not
not.
as... We're not going to be talking about that as much as Vanguard, though.
I do want to say that as a preference, I actually haven't bought it yet, and I'm still not sure that I will
Because
buy
there's
it.
a 10-hour free trial.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
With Game Pass, that's now partnered with EA. So if you have Game Pass, you now have EA Pass. Or
EA
whatever.
Play,
The-
not
the-
EA
the-
Ultimate.
the
but you'll
base
have
one.
EA Play.
But you still get games on there.
Yet
Yeah, you
another
do.
reason to get Game Pass.
Game Pass is insane, which makes me think, wonder, is that the future of, games?
It might be.
Did you
Just
hear
like a
about that new
subscription
Netflix thing that was coming out?
Netflix gaming.
Yeah.
Are they making their own games for that? How does that even work?
It's going to be more along the line of mobile games, I think.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think they want to move out into the streaming game type of thing.
Everyone who's tried that has failed. So
I know,
far.
but who knows? Netflix might actually do it.
Are they doing?
They're going to do better than Google. I doubt that.
True.
Well,
with YouTube?
yeah. Well, no. Google had their own
Stadia.
Stadia.
I've heard
Oh,
people that
yeah.
actually use Stadia now like it. It's just not as famous as because it was
Yeah.
it has a bad name.
Every
to
time
it.
I've tried one of those, the latency is just too bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's like half a second of lag.
There's also the NVIDIA thing, right? That Jaden.
That's
is
been around
using.
longer.
GeForce Now or whatever.
Oh,
Which wasn't horrible.
You actually need to own the game to play.
Same with
So,
Stadia.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the future, it'll just be like an Xbox style subscription that you stream anything
Yeah.
you want.
Oh, there's a part of Game Pass that I still haven't tried yet because I just haven't connected a controller to do it yet. But it's you have to connect a controller, and it streams a game to you. So every game on Game Pass, you get to stream it, but you have to connect a controller. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, so you don't have to download it?
You don't have to download it. You could just stream it and play it.
I should try that on the Mac and see how that works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That'd
we're
be kind of
all
interesting.
now. Ricky, by the way, Ricky's with us today, and
Yep.
now Ricky and JJ have Macs. So
Yeah.
we earlier before we started, we were trying to convert Chug to get a Mac.
Caleb got one last year at some point.
Dude, I love this thing.
And I've been wanting one for a while, so I've been waiting for the new ones to come out, and they finally came out last month, and I got one, so
this
they're really nice.
if you have the money and you're looking for a laptop, there's no way I'd go full Mac. There's no way I'd go all
maxed
Mac.
out?
Desktop
No.
Mac?
No. But no. Well, I mean, I wouldn't only have a Mac.
Yeah,
I have
products.
but for a laptop, it's
productivity.
great. Yeah.
Productivity.
And the M1 chips are insane. So I did
Oh, yeah.
some video editing on this, but mostly I use it for my audio engineering stuff. And I have 40, 50 tracks, and it shreds through it.
Yeah.
This is last year's M1 chip. JJ's has the new M1 Max.
No,
chip.
the Pro.
Pro
I didn't
chip?
pay for the Max.
Oh,
That's
okay.
an extra $800 right there.
Yeah, it's insane. It renders faster than our desktops, right?
It does. And we have expensive Ryzen processors,
yeah.
Yeah,
and it's
insane.
faster. I had to get another 16 gigs of RAM just to edit 4K video.
Mhm.
You can edit it on, 8?
What?
You have 8 gigs of RAM in there?
Yeah.
You can edit 4K video on
Yeah.
8 gigabytes of RAM. That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
This isn't a promo, but if you have the money, you definitely feel the quality.
Yeah.
It's
For
not
sure.
for gaming though, right? Because
No.
No.
You can. I mean,
you can play
Not-
we
not a
don't
lot.
we have
or
PCs to game on. We don't game on
yeah,
laptops.
exactly.
It's kind of I don't know. That just wouldn't make sense to game on a Mac.
And it's smaller and lightweight than a gaming
Yeah.
PC, which is big and chunky.
I mean, if MacBooks had Windows as a main operating system, it'd be even better. But because I noticed some things are slower,
Yeah.
like the actual Windows are,
you
because
can-
Windows has copyrights on that stuff, like
You-
dragging
you could
Windows and why you
change it.
can't put Windows on top of other Windows in
Oh.
full screen.
Huh.
That's a Windows thing only.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's why it seems a little bit slower when you're
Yeah.
multitasking.
I've gotten a little used to it now since I've had it for a year or about a year. But at first, it was just totally different. Just
Oh,
getting
yeah.
used to everything.
I just got mine yesterday, and I'm just trying to set up everything.
Yeah, it's so confusing because you're so used to
Well,
Windows.
I used to have a MacBook, but it was it was a 2013 MacBook. Now I have a 2000.
Dude, the
Nope.
new ones just
20
shred
or
those.
2019.
Years ago, I used to be like, I hate Mac, but I had never even used one.
Yeah.
It's just one of
Same.
those things everyone says they dislike it, so you just
Yeah.
jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I mean, like iPads are nice.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
iOS.
I've actually been looking at getting an iPad.
You can use it as something called Sidecar, so you can use 2 monitors.
Ooh.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I was gonna use it for some.
Well,
like,
I could
faders
use
and-
my tablet as a second monitor too.
Can you?
Yeah.
You
What
have
tablet do
an
you have?
Android tablet, right?
Yeah, and I could use it as a second monitor for my Windows or for Mac.
How do you do that? It's kind
I
of
think
cool.
you just like connect it wirelessly or something.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't. But I
Then
could.
you don't know.
But I know there's a setting on there that said you could like stream as another.
I wonder if you could do USB-C to HDMI. Is that a thing?
Oh yeah. Well, these lightning bolts, they're actually insane because you can do anything through those ports.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I dislike. Well, mine only has 2 USB-C ports, but I have an adapter that plugs in and gives me a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. I wish they had like 1 USB port on there for a mouse or something. But you can do Ethernet, you can do HDMI through it.
I don't think it's big enough. That's the thing for like us. It's very.
That's actually
small.
true, yeah. So it's understandable.
For,
I know, like, if you get a Razer Blade laptop, you have all
that's-
USB-C on it.
We're
That's
talking
what I
about
was
that.
telling you about
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
I know
That's kinda
Linus
cool.
uses those.
Yeah, he does. I've actually looked into them before, but they don't have GPUs. You have to have
Some do.
You have to have that customized box that you need to connect to it.
That's
you wanna have the
that's the
GPU.
Stealth, the Razer Blade Stealth.
Really?
Yeah, the Razer Blade like Pros or something like that. They have a built-in GPU.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
Jay-
Enough tech talk.
Jay, you
Interesting.
can have Windows on a MacBook though. I remember doing
You
it a while
can, yeah.
ago, like Linux or Windows.
You can run a
just-
virtual
Oh,
machine
yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's what it'd be.
I
You
feel
know
like
what was crazy
What?
is when the M1s came out. I think it was Linus that was testing them. They put Windows on a MacBook, and it ran Windows on a virtual machine better than Windows ran normally.
Wow.
I think it was like Windows Server or something like that.
Yeah. Those virtual machines, like, they're really cool, but I feel like I could never use it more than like a couple days. Like, you know, like I can't see
Yeah.
myself having a Mac and running Windows on it, and, like, using only Windows, because like, wouldn't you run into some errors? Like, you want to
Some
use
people do that when they need to run certain programs, but I don't want to do that. It'd be kind
yeah,
of annoying.
Yeah, no. Let's talk about some
Yeah, game
Battlefield.
stuff. Yeah, I hope we didn't bore
Yeah.
you too much with the tech talk.
Yeah. Well, I think it's if someone's listening to this for gaming, then most likely like
Yeah.
a little tech is like they'll be
Yeah, they're
kind
interested
of interested
in
in
it.
or they know about.
Mhm. So, Battlefield. Rough launch.
Yeah.
No.
Rough
It's
early access.
Early
yeah.
access. It's not
I
actually
keep
launched
thinking
yet.
it's launch.
Next week is launch.
But, I mean, at least they can hopefully get some of the bugs out before it launches.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, okay. So we're gonna be talking about the early access part of this. Maybe the next podcast that we do, we'll talk about how it went with launch.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's just early access that we're talking about.
I did say before that I haven't bought it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So this was like this 10-hour we got off on a little tech rabbit trail, but yeah, Game Pass gives you 10-hour trial of the game. So I was able to play it yesterday with everyone. Well, somewhat.
Well,
Because there's
server issues, a lot of server issues, which we'll talk about later.
yeah.
Mhm. The server issues are the main thing I don't like about it.
Actually, we'll talk about them now then.
I mean, why not? Get it out of the way.
Yeah, true.
The we couldn't join a lot of matches because we'd start to join and then it would say error and you have to exit the
It would-
match.
It was
took
because of the
about-
map.
It took about no, not necessarily. It
Oh.
would take about 5 or 6 tries with an error to actually get into a match,
And
which
it
is
kept
very
doing
sad.
orbital.
But
It
we
kept
only
doing
played
orbital,
that
right?
once, actually.
we only played it once.
Oh,
I kept
I thought-
I kept canceling
Oh.
out of the ones because it showed you the map you were going and loading into.
It felt like it was orbital a lot. Although I actually never
Yeah.
got into. Actually, I think I only got into 2 matches. I was able to.
Mm-hmm.
One on that ship map where
The sandy one, yeah. I don't know what it's called.
it was like no, it was on the shore, but it looked like the ocean was dried up.
It was the
Maybe.
India
They're
one
co-
with the cargo, right?
Yeah, cargo.
Yeah.
That was an open map.
I
Yeah.
love that map.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cool. I
It's
like
so
being in the
cool.
ship, but I didn't explore any other place which I'm sure there was a
There's
lot more.
about 5 or 6 other main areas on that
yeah,
map.
I
Yeah.
only
Which is
stayed in that
How many
ridiculous.
area.
maps are there in Battlefield?
Okay.
I've only been to,
so
like, 3 or
there's
4.
7 total for the base game, and then there's 6 for the portal.
But Portal is just the older maps, right?
But it's not older maps; it's newer.
Do they
older
have those on the
maps.
base game?
No,
or
they don't,
Okay.
because those are like normal size Battlefield older maps.
Yeah, not gigantic ones like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like
was gonna
these,
say-
I want to compare the size of the Battlefield maps to Warzone because I feel like this might be a little bit bigger,
Battlefield?
or maybe a little bit smaller,
What is it?
or the same size.
Okay, so the biggest map in Battlefield currently is Breakaway. So that's Antarctica, which I wanted
haven't
to
played
play.
that.
I wanted to
Oh,
play,
yeah,
but
we
we
almost
didn't
loaded
get
into it.
access to it.
Did
But
you say
apparently the size of that map is the same size as Vikendi from PUBG?
That's pretty
Ooh.
big.
Oh,
That's pretty big.
That's pretty
That's
big.
the
That is
that's the
huge.
size of that Antarctica map.
Wow.
It
That
is
is-
ridiculous.
Massive. Yeah, I think Vikendi's probably bigger than the Warzone map.
Yeah, basically Jack Frags did like a small like clip video of showing from one side to the other side of the map wingsuiting, and it took him about 2 minutes to get one side
And
to the
wingsuiting
other
is
side.
fast,
And
too.
with wingsuiting, it took him about 2 minutes to get from one side to the other.
That's
crazy.
It's ridiculous.
There's a lot of running. It's
There
it's
is.
running simulator.
Unless you get into a car.
Yeah, but
Which you
if you're in
can-
the
you
middle of
can-
nowhere,
You can call in a vehicle.
I've never done that. How do you do that?
Just click B and then just the vehicle just drop in front of you.
Well, I spent so much time running around. What did I do?
Wait, what was
I
it?
wasted time.
You did waste time.
Ugh.
What is that?
It's a Battlefield
A
2042
render of
versus
maybe the two
Warzone map
maps.
size comparison.
Verdansk.
I think I'm pretty sure Vikendi's bigger. Oh, I had a question about Portal. So Portal, obviously, that's where they remastered a bunch of the older maps from the games
They
previously.
remastered more than just the maps.
And the movement
The
style. or-
movements, the weapons,
Yeah.
the vehicles, the
It's
classes.
a
Voice
recreation
acting.
of it.
It's a
basically.
recreation.
BF3, BF 19.
Bad Company 2 in 1942.
Yeah. Portal, you can also make your own games, right?
Mhm.
Or make your
I
own-
started to make one the other day, but I just didn't.
How comprehensive is that engine? Like, can you
it
make
can
the
be
map?
as simple as you possibly want it to be, or as complicated as you want
But
it
you
to
can
be.
make the map, or no? Or is it just like
There's set maps, so there's multiple sections to it. There's like you could do Conquest or Conquest Small, which Conquest Small or TDM you can split. They have like these specialized splits. So basically, they take a large map and split it into a small section for you to play on in like a TDM without
Hmm.
vehicles.
yeah.
So you can literally either play the entire map, or you can section it off and play it with 128 players on like this small section of the map.
Can you make night mode? I used to love.
Yeah,
night
I think
mode
you can,
game
yeah.
Modes. Huh.
There's a lot of stuff you could do with Portal, and then there's also the rules editor, in which you could go into like the coding of everything and change
Ooh.
pretty much everything you want about it.
Jay, you liked Portal better than the main one, right?
I actually do. It has all the cool mechanics except for the weapon switching, which I like that mechanic a lot.
The
Um,
attachments, you mean?
Yeah, attachment switching, like on your weapons mid game.
Oh, you can. Oh man, that was bad.
Ooh.
No, you can change that. If you can make your own Battlefield 3 server with that
but
weapon
most
system.
servers don't have that. It's usually the default rules.
Though we only joined the pre-made official servers.
Yeah, but those are still really good.
They are.
I like it a lot better because it feels like regular Battlefield and there isn't so much running.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, I know you both didn't like the unlimited tack sprint.
Mhm.
I think it's necessary, and still, even with that, it's a bit slow running around
Mm-hmm.
because there's just so much area to cover.
True.
It's like New World, except there's nothing to do on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because New World is a lot of running.
Yeah.
Except like usually you stop by and do quests on the way. Battlefield is just sprint until you hit action,
Yeah.
unless you do the vehicle thing, which I haven't done yet.
Or spawn
should
on your
try
squad
it.
mates.
Yeah, but
could
if
do
you
that.
don't spawn on them or you can't spawn on them, you spawn in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, or objectives.
I like-
honestly, if
yeah.
you guys captured it.
I like the sniping in the game.
Sniping
That
is
was
really
so
cool.
fun.
I see
Feels
something
good.
right here, a PC Gamer article about the bot XP farming that we saw yesterday.
There was
Wait,
like
what?
half the stuff in Portal is XP farm, more bots or something.
What?
They're just making these servers for the sole purpose of farming XP.
Oh.
and
It's so
and
lame.
getting your weapon upgraded and just like
Just play the game and have fun.
it's
Stop trying to
ridiculous.
farm.
What do you mean
I'm
it's an XP farm?
oh, Ricky's gonna go into the XP farms
No,
later
I'm so
today.
confused. Like, wait, people can make their own maps.
No, basically they do
For
it.
matches?
They do it in a way that it like puts a little amount of people in, and then they make it so there's so many bots where they're constantly coming in, and you could just keep getting kills and keep getting kills, and then the bots actually count as kills.
Oh wow.
So it's very.
Wait,
if
and
you actually
can
do it,
level
you
up your
are
guns and
are
stuff
stupid.
like that? Can you level up your guns through Portal, or is it only the main
Y-
game?
You can upgrade it through everything.
Oh, okay. Because I know Portal is different
The
guns.
thing is, if you do it through Portal, you won't get like that
The feeling, yeah. I
the
know.
good feeling of actually.
But I'm saying in Portal, like
doing
let's say you play
everything.
Battlefield 3, like there is, like your
if you
weapons are
use the
different.
Battlefield guns,
Oh,
the Battlefield 3
you could
guns,
use other guns.
Huh?
You could use the Battlefield 2042.
if you join a
guns.
server that has the 2042 server guns in it, it'll level them up for you.
We
Hmm.
played Portal, Battlefield 1942, and it felt like we were playing Vanguard
A little bit.
because
Wait,
we
what
had
was
we
it?
had all the Vanguard weapons.
Yeah. The STG, the Thompson.
Oh,
MP40.
yeah. Oh, I didn't play that one.
It was like an open world,
Well,
not
I-
open world, but like a bigger scale Vanguard.
I played
Huh.
the Fiesta thing, and that really annoyed me.
What is that anyway? I saw
I
that.
don't know.
It's VIP. Pretty much you spawn in with a random loadout.
Yeah,
And you have to
kept getting
kill the
switched
enemy's
up.
VIP.
The enemies
That's pretty
kept
much
having
it.
like advanced guns, and I was stuck with
Oh.
an STG, and I was getting so mad.
Oh. I didn't play much of 42, but I played a lot of BF3.
I
was
want to
really
try
fun.
Bad Company too. I haven't tried that
yeah,
one
we'll
yet.
try that too.
I never.
Um,
What's weird is that I remember playing Bad Company 2 when I was younger, but I never knew it was a part of Battlefield until
Really?
until like a few months ago when you told me.
Really?
I don't know. I always remember just Bad Company.
Oh,
just
you just
never
thought it was Bad
associated
Company
it.
too, and then
Yeah.
I played the mobile Bad Company too.
Bruh.
It wasn't even
That's a
normal
thing?
Battlefield. It was mainly just a story mode, I think.
Oh.
But it was kind of fun back when I played it.
Dude, when I was younger, I played World at War on the Wii, and I think even the DS. I think it was on the DS, yeah.
the DS, and I almost got it, but my mom
Yeah.
didn't
oh,
let
did
me.
it? Remember when we played Modern Combat 4?
That's
Modern
actually good.
Combat.
Modern
It's actually good.
Combat was amazing.
We played 5, which wasn't as good, but 4 was like an actual Call of Duty.
Yeah, I remember that.
The
It was a
unlocks were
mobile
the same.
game, and you can still play it today.
Yeah, it's a
It's
really
good.
good game for mobile.
I've seen people that like connect a controller separately and like play it
Yeah.
legit. Like,
We used
it's,
to
it's
connect
almost
it-
like Black Ops 2.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when we were up in Vermont, and we
We were playing 5 actually.
What was it,
Or
5?
maybe we played both.
I don't know. We connected controllers to it, and we would just sit in the rooms on the floor, just like
It was so fun.
like killing people. It was
Yeah, we 1v1 in Modern Combat.
yeah.
it was so fun.
I keep saying this. They need to remaster BO2.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
If they did that, it would be huge.
Imagine
yeah.
imagine COD comes out in the next one. They're like, yeah, we're doing COD Portal, boys. We're gonna
Oh
put
my
all
God.
the previous Call of Duties in this one.
I mean,
Portal
that
mode.
might not be that bad.
It would, but they're blatantly copying Battlefield.
They do that to each other anyway. The
True.
UI of Battlefield kind of looks like Call of Duty.
Yeah, with the 3, the hazard portal, and
Oh, the menu.
Yeah.
well, actually, I don't know if they're gonna be adding anything else. I was gonna say if they added a new one, then it would probably be 4. Like they'd have the new
Mhm.
one panel on there. Or
But
whatever.
what I'm hoping for Portal is that they add Battlefield 2142 stuff into it,
Oh, that's
because
a
that
futuristic one
was the
from years ago?
futuristic one from 2007.
Are there laser weapons in that?
No, they're bullets,
Hmm.
but it's like very futuristic. Like there's giant robots. There's all sorts of stuff like that. It's
Huh.
cool.
I mean, already there's a ton of content to play
Mm-hmm.
in between Portal and the base game and Hazard Zone.
Which Hazard Zone is fun.
Hazard Zone is fun.
I do enjoy it.
I haven't played it yet.
It's fun. It's like it's literally like Hunt Showdown,
Mhm.
which I mean you haven't played Hunt Showdown.
I
but-
have, yeah.
Oh, you have?
I don't own it, but I've played it.
Oh, it's really fun. But like Hunt Showdown is it's slower pace. The NPCs are like these zombies or creatures or monsters around the map.
Supernatural creatures.
And the difference between Hazard Zone and Hunt Showdown is that in Hazard Zone, you grab your intel, and that's just going to a satellite. You can go to as many as you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Or if you kill people with
Yeah.
with the data, you could just steal their
Yeah.
data.
with Hunt Showdown, you have to like earn it, and you slay a monster, and then you banish them and take their soul or
Well,
whatever,
you need to get the clues
or their
first,
bounty. Yeah,
and then you can find the monster.
it's a
with it.
progress, or
Mm.
it's like yeah, you have to
Progressive.
get the clues.
Yeah.
But you're also up against other players too.
Yeah.
They're
Same
trying to
with
do the
Hazard
same
Zone.
thing.
Same with Hazard
Yeah.
Zone.
But Hazard Zone is way more fast paced.
It's fast paced, but there's less. What is the word? There's less
Downtime.
stuff that could happen to you. I don't know.
Oh,
Like basically, to get the data, you don't even need to kill anything.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just run up to
It
a
is pretty
satellite,
easy.
grab it, and run.
Mm.
But in Hunt Showdown, you need to go and kill the creature first. Then you need to banish it, and
Yeah.
everybody knows you're there. And then you have to guard yourself. And then it's
after
this-
playing Hazard Zone, I really wanted to play Hunt Showdown.
yeah,
I actually like that. I don't know what you would call it. What do you call that type?
extraction.
It's
type.
not a Tarkov type, is it?
No. People were at the beginning were like, it's Tarkov, and then once people started playing it, they're like, no, it's not Tarkov.
Yeah. And another thing is that if you extract with those hard drives, you get to keep the money.
Well, you
From
get
that?
bonus money for
Yeah.
everything you extract with, plus you get extraction money. But if you get kills,
Yeah.
you get the money anyways, even if you die.
Oh, okay. And whatever you and then you get that money to spend on weapons and attachments and gear to go back in. But if you die, let's say you bought a new sniper or something on the market, you go in with that sniper and your character dies, you lose that sniper.
I wish they gave you all the weapons for free, but you can purchase attachments for those weapons instead of giving you one free weapon.
Yeah,
you
that was
could
kinda
purchase like any other of the gear. It felt very limited.
I like how Hunt Showdown does it though,
Yeah,
because like you can upgrade the individual weapons that you have, and they have a whole list of other weapons. Like, but they give you a nice selection.
and if you buy a weapon, you own that weapon until you die, and then you get rid of it. But you keep the money. It's very similar.
I remember when you got to in Hunt Showdown, I think you have like until level like 20 or something before your character does permadeath or whatever. So beforehand you can die and you still
You
keep your
upgraded
stuff.
one character. Dude, I'm getting so I'm gonna take a drink. Dude.
Drink.
Yeah, so you can die as many times as you want before level 20. But then after that, whatever character you bring in with whatever stuff, if you die, you lose it. So you have to extract and get out of there.
Basically, you have 20 levels to upgrade as many characters as you want before they fully die when they die.
Yeah. And then I remember when we got to level 20, you were like, no.
I'm like, great.
You don't want to like bring your character in there.
It was terrible. I lost.
I like that feeling though.
I lost my like level 30 character like the first round in.
Oh man.
It was bad.
I think there needs to be more games like that type of style.
Do you remember that one game that someone came out with that when you die, it gets deleted from your Steam library?
Oh.
Wait, what?
This was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was some sort of open world survival, like Tarkov style game, and basically
It was called
if
like One Life or something.
Yeah, if you get killed in it, it gets deleted from your Steam library. But it was like $20. Maybe if it was like a couple dollars, it'd be worth trying out. But I don't know.
I feel like
You'd
there's
probably make a lot more money.
people that are
Yeah.
insane in that though.
Is
Yeah,
that
but
so now?
how do they practice? Do they like spend hundreds of dollars on new accounts?
Maybe.
This is why I think he would probably make a lot more money. Is like if he made it like $1 or $2, people would just keep buying it over and over. And
Yeah.
eventually it would pile up.
He should make it $5 though, because you need to make $5 to actually play online on Steam, right? So if it's $5, people can make new accounts and keep trying.
Oh yeah.
Then he'd get a ton of money.
Yeah,
But
Is that still around?
I don't know.
What
me
is
see.
it? One player?
One
Or
Life,
Life?
One
One
Life or
Life.
something? I'm not sure. Something similar. But
I only was able to load into one hazard zone.
yeah, you tried to join us in like 2 other ones and it just didn't load.
I wonder if
Oh,
that's
it's been
because I had-
retired.
Oh. I'm curious if that was because I had the trial. I didn't own the game because you and Ricky, you had issues, but not as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't able to load into like hardly any.
Yeah, it would give us
Any
a
of the
couple
hazard
errors
zones.
once in a while, but
And you were saying before, which we were talking about, we both kind of wish that the hazard zone maps were unique
yes.
because they are the multiplayer maps.
They're the same ones from All Out Warfare, which is not an issue, but it could be way more unique.
Wait, All Out Warfare? That's Conquest, or
That's the main part of the game, All Out Warfare,
which is
which is Conquest and Breakthrough, which are the 2 main modes.
what's Breakthrough?
Breakthrough is
So-
another version of Conquest.
So breakthrough,
except
it's like you just start on both sides and you gotta just keep
you
battling
just
it out.
work at each other, and you
Yeah.
have to push each other to either side,
With
which is
objectives.
well, basically, the map is
capture.
split up into 2 sections, or actually like 4 sections. So you start here, the enemy starts here, and similar to Conquest, you need to capture the objectives.
Mhm.
But the thing is, it's all in a straight line,
So yeah, it's all linear.
and so you all work together and try to push the other team towards their
Kind
area.
of like a front line. Like
front
there's
lines,
2
yeah,
front
very
lines.
similar to front
yeah,
line.
but
That'd
isn't
be
it
awesome.
something like if you're pushed all the way back and you're defending, you have unlimited resources, like you have unlimited
Mhm.
vehicles and you have unlimited lives, but then if you're the attacker, you only have a certain limited number of lives?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
But yeah, so far it's really good. Besides the bugs,
I do like
the
it.
bugs are irritating. If they can fix those, it'll be a good launch.
Optimization is terrible.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were running it on low settings and still not getting that good of frames.
I was getting around 80 to 90 FPS on low with DLSS on,
Yeah.
Wait,
it was
with DLSS on?
with DLSS on and ray tracing off.
Wow. I didn't have my
That's mainly for the big maps.
yeah.
Hazard Zone ran really well.
Hazard Zone did.
Because there was like nobody on the map.
I think that's partially why I enjoyed it so much.
Mhm.
It's because like with Conquest, I had some issues because it just wasn't running very well at all.
Yeah.
But with Hazard Zone, it was nice and smooth, and I got to experience.
Well, there's
it.
only 32 players in Hazard Zone rather than the 128 in normal matches.
How the game runs really affects your perception of the game.
That's true.
It does.
That's the way it was with Vanguard for me.
Yeah, I tried so hard, like, because last night I was playing, and there was like I was getting really frustrated, like you remember.
Yeah.
But it was like I had to like remind myself that it's just like they're bugs. So like I'm still trying to like not have that be a part of my opinion on
Yeah.
like if I buy it or not. So I'm hoping that I don't know how the trial works, whether it be that the timer keeps going when I'm off, which it would expire by now. Or
no, it's in game.
then I have like another 7 hours or 6 hours of gameplay
And
then.
that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna be playing tonight.
Yeah. So
I've
We'll
only
see.
noticed a few game-breaking bugs. Like one, I was in Portal and I couldn't aim down sight anymore, so I had to just hip fire until I died.
Really?
Yeah.
me and Chug were getting hit reg.
Yeah,
So-
we were shooting
I
at
did
people. and
notice that
and
once, too.
they weren't dying.
But
they
was
weren't
that
getting
on
hit.
Portal? Or
I
was
had
that
a
on the main
DMR.
game?
The All Out Warfare.
And there's a
Oh,
guy
okay.
on a hill, and I was firing directly at him, and nothing was hitting him.
Maybe
and
you
I'm
just
sure it was a
suck.
bug. No, I was
No,
dead
no,
on.
no, no. All of us,
Yeah, I
all
know.
of us saw that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there
So-
was.
The snipers though, because I've used it and I wasn't able to. I maybe got like one kill. Is it
Snipers
like
are good.
It's like I've been.
snipers
I
are
would-
one shot on the head.
Okay, one shot in the head because I would shoot them in the body and then I would like reload and about to shoot them again and then they would kill me.
Mhm.
It was so
what?
annoying.
You're trying to make it sound like.
No, I'm just saying
You're
I
just
wasn't. I
bad.
didn't have a good experience with the snipers, but I'll try again.
Apparently,
I
DMR
like
though.
the snipers.
apparently the last sniper's OP. It's one shot anywhere.
Ooh.
Anywhere.
What is
in the
that level
toe?
though? Like 30?
It's max
It's like
level. I think.
it's like Black Ops 2.
You knife them in the foot and they die.
Yeah, and you lunge at them like 10 feet.
yeah. Oh, in Battlefield, that's an issue though.
What?
One shot anywhere because
Oh yeah,
it's like it's way too OP.
yeah.
But now is there bullet drop with the sniper?
not
Or
really.
Pretty much no.
Because I remember in the old Battlefields you had to like have your binoculars and then like find the
Battlefield 1, I
distance
feel
and
like.
then like you'd have to
There
switch
is
back
bullet drop.
like for
there
sure.
is, but it's very very liminal.
Limited.
Limited.
Well,
It's
like there
not-
was this guy on a building and he was sniping at me. There were actually two of them, so I aimed it way above their heads and I was sniping them. And the drop was going down and hitting them.
Well, yeah. I mean, like in the old Battlefields where you had to like dial in, so you're.
Oh, like zeroing distance and stuff.
Yeah.
Battlefield
stuff like
1,
that.
I think.
I remember Battlefield
right?
4 did
I think
that.
I remember. 'cause-
Battlefield 1 had no bullet drop.
Really?
Yeah,
I
It
thought
was
I remember there being
ridiculous.
bullet
Like it
drop.
was like a laser. It
basically.
was ridiculously easy.
I'll say this. I had a lot more, like, obviously, with the issues and everything, I had a lot more fun playing Battlefield 5 with you last week.
That was so fun.
Battlefield 5 is really fun.
That was
and
fun.
if anyone has stuck around with the podcast long enough, I got burned by Battlefield 5. That's my
Yeah.
fault. Because I bought it for Firestorm, and that was a complete disaster.
We played 2 matches. Me and you were literally
Yeah, we were top,
both
always.
matches.
I feel like anything that we play, like when we talk about Vanguard, we're top. We're always top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly. I mean, there are a few, but I think we're really good. We're like good at games, just
Yeah.
in general.
Especially if you have a squad, because you can
Yeah,
actually communicate and say,
exactly.
"Oh, there's a
That's
guy
true.
sniping over here."
Well, me and Kill, we were playing Battlefield 5, and it was just us 2 in the squad. We got third squad
That was you and me.
Yeah.
What?
No, when we played last week.
when we played.
Oh, I thought you were talking about last night.
No. Battlefield 5.
Yeah, we got like second out of 30 something squads.
Yeah, but me and him, just the 2 of us, we got, because you can have 5 people in a squad in Battlefield 1. Or 5. I think it was 5, yeah. We got 3rd place squad every match that we played.
yeah, and it was just the two of us.
It was
which-
just 2.
Hmm.
Battlefield 5 looks amazing.
It does.
Yeah.
That one destroyed whatever that map was called.
Which one?
The last one.
Rotterdam?
Yeah. It was incredible. I was like mind blown by how good the game looked. I mean,
you,
Battlefield 4
you just didn't give it a shot when you played it a while
I know.
back.
I'm down to play it again. Like I
So-
like Battlefield. I mean, now that you guys. I mean, it depends. I don't know if I'm getting.
Well, yeah, it just depends on if you get
But if we want
2042
to
or
play
not.
something like a little older, what is it? World War II.
World War II.
Yeah.
I would play 1942 in Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
there's only
right.
2 assault rifles. There's only
There's only 2.
There's 2 assault
For
rifles, 2
1942.
SMGs. Yeah.
Are they gonna add
Huh.
more? Or?
they're gonna add more.
Sniping felt really satisfying in that. Though.
Oh yeah. That was.
I
that
gotta
was
try it.
kinda
What is it? A
nice.
big thing in the base game that people are having issues with. There's only 22 weapons in all of Warfare.
I don't mind
So
it.
there's I don't mind it either, But
Battlefield 4
there's only
had too many.
There's only 4 assault rifles. There's 2 SMGs.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
don't-
3 LMGs. There's not that much.
I don't mind that because
I don't
remember-
mind it either.
Remember when we were talking a couple weeks ago? I forget what podcast it was, but we were talking about Battlefield 4
Yeah.
because we played it, and there was like, I mean, I couldn't even keep track of how many. What'd you say? 90 something guns.
There's 87 or something in that
That's
game now.
ridiculous. It's too many. Too many.
Yeah.
Way too many.
What is it? Every season they're planning on adding 6 to 8 weapons.
Why are
to
people
each,
mad?
To each section.
They're adding.
No, to
a
each
lot.
section. 6 to 8 for Battlefield 2042
my
weapons.
gosh.
6 to 8 for Bad Company 2 weapons. 6 to 8 for 1942
Are they
weapons.
going to be
and
all the
6 to-
same weapons though for each?
No, they're all different.
they're all different
Okay.
weapons.
I
I mean,
think
yeah.
I think Battlefield fans are some of the most like they get the,
Critique.
yeah.
They critique too much.
like for instance, like with Call of Duty, like it's so like obviously there's some people that are a lot like mad and stuff, but then again, like there's also a sense of like, oh, it's Call of Duty, like, you know.
It's the same thing every
But
year.
like Battlefield, I feel like they're like, oh man, like there's operators now,
Yeah.
and like they just get like all
I like the
butthurt.
operators.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
I like
do
how they have
like
different
them.
abilities, which is nice.
Like the wingsuit ability.
Mm.
That thing's OP.
Yeah.
It's
like
insane.
I love how they lock the grappling guy, like the grappling hook
to
ability.
level 15.
so
yeah.
you actually want to I want to get to level 15 and then use that.
Yeah, but
I saw that. I use that guy in the beta.
is it every season they're gonna have a locked operator, and you have to like earn him in the battle pass, but it'll be free. That free
Oh.
part of it, so you can earn. You have to like work your way up in the battle pass to earn that operator.
How many seasons are they gonna have? On
4 in a year, so every 3 months.
okay.
If the seasons are free, that's. It
It's
feels like
free,
a better
and
incentive
then
to actually
since
play
we
them.
since we got the gold edition, we're gonna get all 4 battle passes for free.
Just for the first
Oh, I
year.
think so.
paid-
They're all free.
The paid parts of them.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
Warzone where there's like the battle pass is free, but they have certain sections.
All
Mm.
the
Where
all
they're not.
the
if you
it's-
want to unlock everything, basically.
basically the paid stuff is gonna be cosmetic.
Hmm.
Okay.
And
Well-
so we're gonna get cool skins. That's
Oh,
pretty much
okay.
it. That's pretty
I'm
much
fine
it.
with
You
that.
should
So
get the gold edition, Caleb, just so you could play with us and get
Yeah.
He
Well,
has
I'm
10 hours left. So.
Yeah, I have quite a bit of gameplay
Yeah.
left.
Well, I mean, if you get the gold edition, then you can play for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, probably by the end of like my trial, I'll have like a decision on whether I'm going to get it.
Mhm.
Which there's also the option of me getting EA Plus subscription, which is
and then
$15
playing it for a month.
Hmm.
$15 a month, and I can play it for a month. And if you have the ugliest yawn ever, Ricky.
Thanks.
I remember making fun of you at camp for that because I would look over and you're trying to contain it. Like
Yeah.
someone- the ugliest thing is when someone's trying to contain a yawn in their
Yeah.
face. It's
Oh
like-
yeah.
Have you ever tried to just like not make a face though? Just like
yeah.
Your whole face kind of constipated.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, so I can get EA Plus and then play it for a month. And if I'm still playing it by the end of the month, I'll just buy it. Did you?
I heard a
They
fart.
just
I was gonna
farted.
say, did you just fart?
No, I said no.
What?
I swear you just.
I
We'll
don't know,
find
it was a
out on
fart.
the mics
Pooped.
later on.
Yeah, you should try think about doing that.
I might do that. But oh, Jay, you said you had a couple game breaking issues. My game crashed, I think 3 times.
That's ridiculous. Mine never crashed.
Yeah, I never got any crashes.
Did you guys run it on Origin?
Crashed.
No.
We ran it on Steam.
What?
We ran
Yeah.
it through Steam.
I bought
It's
it
on
through
Steam?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bought it through Steam.
What? I think it's because of the
It's-
EA crap. Because
Maybe.
Origin made EA made a new launcher aside from Origin called EA Beta.
EA Desktop.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
EA
It is-
Desktop.
Is that what you had to download
It
to
is
play
the
this?
Yeah.
crappiest thing you could ever use.
Worse than Origin?
It's worse.
It only
Oh.
crashed when you sent me an invite and I was holding Y and the loading bar for joining you was like it would load like it was glitching.
We still had to use Origin to
yeah, we don't
send invites and
I
stuff.
uninstalled EA Desktop. It is trash.
Didn't even know that
It's
I never
garb.
installed it because I didn't know it existed until right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it crashed 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
All when you were sending me an invite and I was trying to join you.
That's
Because
terrible.
I think it was that.
So when
Yeah.
does the official game come out?
The 19th. So,
So-
in a week.
They have a
Less
week
than a
to
week.
fix some bugs.
So
I think that's a good enough time. I mean, the bugs aren't huge.
I just hope they optimize it just a slight amount, though.
Yeah.
If this is how it comes out, that's gonna be kind of disappointing. It ran well on the beta, didn't it?
No,
No,
it
it
was
didn't.
way worse.
Oh,
you
put it
got,
on your
we got like
laptop
10
though.
to 20 FPS
Oh.
more. Or we
They're
have to,
having issues.
dude, I was playing on low on 1080p on my laptop, and I was getting about 30 to 40 FPS, which is
Oh, I remember
not
that.
good.
And then you turned it to high, and it was still 30 to 40, or whatever, because it was
Yes.
just
Mhm.
unoptimized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, they need to fix a few things. The game itself is great, but there's just a lot of quality of life things I need to fix and bugs.
I think next podcast we'll probably have a fully developed, like,
Oh yeah, we'll talk about the launch and everything about it.
yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
our
Then-
opinions on it after
so-
that point.
I mean, I think even with bugs and bad optimization, we'll keep playing it.
It has a lot of content, like
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of content.
The first day I looked at my hours, I had 6 in it.
That's not.
I'm
ridiculous.
just like, oh man.
When did you
Well-
start playing?
Well, when Brian gets a new game, you'll play it for like 12 hours.
Oh, true. No, I started playing around 5:30-ish. 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Battlefield.
Yeah, and then I started streaming around 6:30. And then I played for a couple hours, and then I played after the stream for a couple hours. So
I think also, like, we always talk about how certain like outward scenarios kind of affect your enjoyment of a game. Like when we rushed through Resident Evil 2 and it was just like we stayed up to like 4 trying to beat it because we were recording
Yeah.
the next day. I think yesterday I had like a massive headache, and then all those issues and the crashes, and I was just
Oh.
like done with it.
yeah.
So like, I don't know. I gotta play it more, but
Yeah, like when you're feeling good, play it, and then
yeah.
try to overlook some of the crashes or some of the bugs. But
Yeah.
even if it's buggy on launch, I will still enjoy it.
I do have to say though, that even on low, the graphics look amazing.
The lighting's kind of dookie though.
Yeah,
I had
but
some weird issues
I
with the
overlooked
lighting.
that though.
Huh.
I overlooked the lighting.
Like when the dust storm happened, everything was red. It was like they
Oh,
had
yeah.
flares everywhere.
It's like the Hazard Zone map.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything was red.
Yeah,
It was weird.
It was ridiculous, but
Or well, it's not a hazard. Oh, Siri, shut up. My Siri pops up. It was like or I guess it's not the Hazard Zone map. It's the
Hourglass it was called.
yeah whatever
the
map.
desert
there,
map.
there is no.
That desert map with the buildings or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty
I like
cool with the
Hazard
tornado.
Zone.
I like the tornado.
I do too.
I wish
just,
they had it free.
and I also wish they had their own map.
I know.
I thought it was gonna
or
be
at
free.
least 2 or 3 of
They were
their,
gonna
their
do it
own
free.
maps that you can only play in Hazard Zone. Then it would be more of a incentive for you to play it,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
then have them a little bit smaller and incentivize more team play.
Yeah.
I mean, you do need team play in it, but I feel like you just die. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We talk about some Vanguard now.
Yes.
I'm on the Call of Duty Vanguard Google page, and the first thing I see is Call of Duty Vanguard, the best World War II game from their official site.
I don't know
Sauce.
about that one.
Sauce.
Cement your legacy in breathtaking game modes.
What I love about Vanguard is that it's made on the same engine as Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I still think Modern Warfare has better movement than Vanguard because there are times when I'm moving and it's not as like the transition between a slide and like running is just it's not quite there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still really smooth.
Mhm.
Yes.
But like I keep saying this, like why did they have to make Modern Warfare so good? Like that game is incredible, but Vanguard has the same engine. Huh?
Personally, I like Vanguard better than Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
my
my
actually do
opinion.
too.
That's my
it's
opinion.
still there, but for me, like since I'm like all about movement, it's just missing like that smoothness.
Mhm.
That it just isn't there.
Yeah.
When
But-
we talked about the beta last time, it ran so bad for me that I had a bad taste in my mouth for it.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got the base game, which I said I wasn't going to, but I ended up doing anyway.
I
enjoy
put it
it.
off for a day, and
Well,
then Caleb, you were just like,
Yeah.
you should really get it. I'm
Well,
like,
Okay, so here's how. Okay, so this is funny because all right, so the day before, I think I got it the day before, maybe 2 days before. Ricky already pre-ordered it because he's a COD boy. He always gets the CODs, and he used to like, he used to have anyway. He got it, and Keenan was talking about getting it, but I don't think he does. No, he got it later. But so I was like, you know what? I love that time of year in November when you get a new game, like a new COD, even if it's just COD,
yeah,
and you play it for like that weekend, and then like during like Thanksgiving break, and it's just like it's so I love that time of the year when all the games come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it, and then when me and Ricky started playing it, we were streaming it, and I could tell because Caleb was in the chat. And me and Ricky were like having fun, and we were like playing zombies, and like, well, zombies is a different subject, but we were having fun.
you're playing multiplayer,
And I could tell, I was like, I felt like
I started asking questions.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
started asking
felt the
questions.
chipping away at Caleb.
He kept making excuses too, like,
Breaking
yeah,
him
I don't know if I
down.
want to get it, but this.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
wanted to put it off. I didn't know.
yeah, it was like, because he kept saying like, oh, like yeah, like I want to get Battlefield, and then like a couple days later, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, like,
You might as well just get both.
Yeah, I
You'll
was like,
play
there's nothing wrong with
both. And
getting
I'm
both.
I'm like, screw it.
yeah, and then
I
he got it,
installed it,
and then Keenan got it, and then JJ got it, and then yeah,
Well, you said it ran very well, so
Oh.
after that,
Oh
It was
yeah, I
amazing.
would literally with our new cards, I got a steady 175 FPS.
Oof.
And it was locked.
yeah, it's
It was
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not a very hard game to run. Well, I don't know actually.
I mean, it
for
looks
lower,
good.
Yeah, but
But during the beta, I was not even getting 60 frames.
yeah, I remember that was weird because my game ran fine, but you were having a ton of issues.
Anytime any action happened, like someone throws a thermite, my frames would plummet, and then I would
Mm.
die because I couldn't see anything, and it was a slideshow.
Hmm.
So it was really annoying.
Yeah.
But they finally fixed that, which there's hope for Battlefield to fix their
Yeah,
optimization.
yeah, I'm holding out. I'm
Well, I mean, you're
op-
you're not holding out. You
I'm-
already played it.
yeah, well, I'm
so
optimistic about it
yes.
because I have a feeling that they're probably going to do
Yeah.
it.
So what this says on the website though is day one launch. You get like Vanguard, the campaign, multiplayer, zombies, November 5th, and then free preseason content. you
Well, yeah,
know, just-
Warzone. The Warzone map's coming out in December.
I'm
I think.
excited
Yeah,
for that.
December 2nd is when the battle royale.
I know
comes
you guys
out.
don't play it, but you should try the new map
I'm gonna try it.
I'll give it a shot.
It
because it is
also-
with Vanguard guns. And
It also
stuff.
comes out on December 2nd. Comes out with new maps, new zombie updates.
Yeah, I mean, which there's
new
rumors.
weapons.
I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but essentially the zombies mode, they got rid of the traditional round base, which, any true zombies fan is not happy about. I overlook a lot of the zombies. I actually had fun playing zombies because of the movement, because of like Cold War was such a change from what I'm used to as like with all the other black zombies modes that it basically like now that Vanguard's out and it's still way different and arcadey, I'm just like, okay, screw it. I'm just gonna have fun with it, and I had fun with it. But yeah, they're
I
definitely.
don't know.
gonna
I
add a lot.
tried zombies with Keenan. I thought, to be honest, it was like a dumbed down version of Extraction. I
Yeah,
think
the
it was
open
called
world
from
one
the
for-
from Cold War, with maps that were so small
Yeah,
and it was so boring.
Yeah,
I did not like it.
that's the thing, because like this is Cold War and Vanguard are pale in comparison to Black Ops 3,
Mhm.
Black Ops 2, even Black Ops 4,
Yes,
which was more traditional. So, at this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't see it going back to the original type of thing. So I'm just gonna have fun, like just shooting mindlessly and running around and
Mhm.
like getting perks and stuff. Which I like the perk animation.
the chalices.
Yeah, they're
You
like-
drink
Isn't
the
it,
chalice.
demons or something.
Yeah, it's got like this demon thing to it now, but like they're these wells. Like Juggernaut is this red well with like a skull, and then you grab a chalice and you drink it.
Yeah,
I just love the animation.
it's kind of sick.
Chug, you said you played the campaign.
I beat the campaign.
You're the only wait.
Ricky played it. He didn't beat it yet.
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts on that?
Very, very.
Underwhelming. Or
I would say so.
Coming from you, that means it sucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Because
true.
you usually are very optimistic about games.
Yeah.
But
Basically,
if you say it's not good, then it's really bad.
I've heard bad things about
it's
it.
very basic COD. That's all really I
You
need to
were
say about
raging.
it.
Yeah.
At the plane mission.
Oh, they did terrible with vehicles. I don't know. COD does not do vehicles well.
The plane mission.
I was
They do
watching
Is
him
not.
play
that is that
It was
after
hilarious.
where I'm at? I'm at where the girl
It's like the
starts.
I think it's the second.
where you
back
fall out of the plane.
dream sequence.
Yeah, where you fall out of the plane or whatever.
It was after that part.
Yeah, and then you're like going through the woods.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that.
yeah. With no gun, I was raging too because they kept killing me, and I was like, "What
No,
the
no,
fuck?"
no, no. Going through the forest was fun because you were on foot.
Yeah.
When you were in the plane, it sucked.
The way
What,
the
you were-
movement was hilarious because he would move his mouse the tiniest bit and the plane would go up in the air or down
It
really
was-
sharply.
Oh,
And he was
I-
trying to aim, so
then I
he was
didn't
going
play
up
that
and
yet.
down.
Yeah.
I'm at the story mission of the girl because you're in the prison right now, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you're playing as the girl
No.
and her backstory.
Basically, it took me about 4 hours to beat the campaign. I liked the first mission and the last mission because those are the only two missions that had to do with the story.
The rest were dream
The
sequences.
rest
right?
were literally sequences of letting you know who the characters were.
Yeah, I heard people saying that they didn't like that.
And so basically the whole point of the campaign is explaining that there's this group of people called the Vanguard, and they're trying to take out the successor to Hitler. That's pretty much their entire mission. So it's like,
you know,
it's very basic.
I don't think, aside from Cold War, I don't think there's been, well, Modern Warfare, I haven't played the Modern Warfare campaign, but I heard it was
Black
good.
Ops 4's campaign was great.
Oh, yeah. No.
By the way, there's no campaign in Black Ops 4 if you didn't know that.
The first three, how many? 3 Modern Warfares. Yeah, the first 3 Modern Warfare story modes they are up there in terms of story mode games. Like, I know they're COD, but they're up there. And you know what I'm talking about, right, Ricky?
Yep.
The relationship that you have with the squad that you're in carries over, and you play different characters in that squad. Like, at first, you're Soap, right?
Mhm.
But then you play someone else. Who do you play in the second one? I don't know, but you play someone else, and then you see Soap, and you're not playing Soap, but you're playing someone else in the squad. And then, like, the third one, and there's this whole arching story mode into the last third game.
That's cool.
And then the same with the Black Ops. You played all the Black Ops.
Except 3. Except Black Ops 3. I didn't play 3.
Yeah, well, 3, I don't think that was...
I only played the first 2 Black Ops games.
But those
and then
story
the
modes-
new COD, Cold War.
yeah. Those story modes are amazing.
But the thing is, with Vanguard, the characters in Vanguard, they don't give you enough time to like them. So it's like, when you're going to their backstories, and people that they know are dying, because that's like kind of the whole point of it. Like, pretty much all of them had people die because of the Germans and different things, that they try to make you feel bad for the people that die, and you kind of just sitting there like, I don't care for this person. Stop looking at
It's
them
like a
for like
movie.
You said
5
that when you were
minutes.
playing it.
Yeah. It's like a movie that kills off a character like 10 minutes within the movie, and then it plays a sad music.
Yeah,
and you're like,
literally.
You're like,
dude,
who is this guy
yeah,
again?
I'm like, you got wrecked.
That's
Like, I
how
don't care.
the whole Vanguard campaign felt.
I'm not sad that you were a bot.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I did not hear anything good about the story.
and then the ending was very, like, it just ended.
There was one guy you liked that died.
I was okay. Wait, who was it?
Well, don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Who was it?
I don't know, but
I don't know. If they say it, we're gonna spoil it. But
the,
Yeah.
the animations though were really so.
Animations.
So,
What do you mean?
like, okay, so like
The graphics were amazing in the campaign.
the
That was
graphics
the only
were
thing
amazing.
that was going,
The
that was
graphics were
good about
amazing,
it.
but like there was this one part that I was playing last night, like before you go in the bunker on the hill, like there's like a machine gunner like in the window and you can't get him, and he always kills you if you keep running in. And
Oh.
then some guy jumps down, gets shot by that machine gunner, is dead on the ground, and you tell your squad person to like throw a thermite in there. And so he's running over, and the guy that's dead on the ground like gets up and hobbles and then throws the thing and then falls back on the ground, and you're just like, what?
Wait,
He
what?
was already dead, like, and now he's like getting back up. Like, it just didn't make any sense. It was
I
funny.
don't know.
Yeah.
I never got it for the campaign though.
Yeah. I don't
I
know
didn't
if
either.
I will play it.
It-
I'm half and half.
I would say if you have 4 hours to waste, play it.
Yeah. I mean,
To
if,
waste.
if
Yeah.
anything, I'm gonna play the Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare, because I haven't played that yet.
Yeah.
The story
Mm.
mode.
You
And I've had the
haven't?
game for a year. Huh?
You haven't?
No,
I was-
I was put off by the whole like reboot thing and the new price. I was like, this is
Okay, so
weird.
if you looked at the past 3 CODs that were released, so Modern Warfare, Cold War, and Vanguard, I've played all the campaigns for all 3 of them. I would have to say Cold Wars is the best. Modern Warfare's is in the middle. It's
Mhm.
good, but it's not as good as Cold War's. And then Vanguard's is just like in the garbage.
Yeah. I liked Cold War's campaign.
I did.
That was fun. And I mean, there is a certain extent where people don't get COD for the story mode, but I think for the older ones, Modern Warfare 1 through 3 and Black Ops 1 through 3 and Cold War, like those story modes are amazing. The
I would say-
character building,
Yeah, exactly.
there's relationships that you care about. When people die, it's like hard hitting. Like, I won't say it, but there's iconic moments in the Modern Warfare
Mm-hmm.
that are like, people know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I just realized something. Call of Duty World War II. What's the difference? Like, what even happened in that game?
I never played the campaign for that one.
I forgot that
but-
existed.
Yeah,
think
was it the
everyone
same
did.
guns?
I would say like for Vanguard, if you're gonna name the game after like the main people in the campaign, like at least make the campaign a little bit good.
Was it related to World War II?
No, I looked
Because
it up.
World
It
War
was
II came after Modern Warfare and before Cold War.
World War II is about a random squad. It was like this own. Little
I remember having
thing.
Which is
a
funny because
hub
they also
area.
had World at War.
Did you have it?
No, I'm saying the World at War game was World War II. So
Yeah,
they just keep on
But
redoing
that's
World
related
War
to
II
Black
games.
Ops 1, 2, and 3
Yeah,
with
Reznov.
yeah.
Mason.
Reznov.
The
Well, no,
numbers
Mason wasn't in.
No,
World
but
War-
like, what
Oh,
are the
Mason was in
differences
Black
between
Ops.
World War II and Vanguard? Not story wise, just gameplay.
different engine.
Yeah,
No,
what engine was
different
it?
engine.
I don't know.
Majorly.
They had their own. I think each studio has their own type of engine. Like Cold War is a different engine than Modern Warfare's.
Who made it? Was it Raven who did World War II?
No, Raven operates Warzone. Raven now has control over Warzone. Infinity Ward makes the Modern Warfare's. Treyarch makes Cold Wars and
Black Ops. But yeah.
Sledgehammer. They made
Sledge-
Advanced Warfare. They made World War II.
Yeah,
and they
that's-
made Vanguard.
Okay.
Did they make Vanguard? I
They
thought
did.
They
It's their
left.
cycle.
Oh wow. Because they
I wonder
left.
if they took Modern Warfare's
I think
engine
after
and created
Advanced
their
or
own. with
Infinite,
it.
they Advanced Warfare they left and they started making the Titanfall games.
Uh,
Unless that was like
maybe
half
people
the-
from that
maybe,
company
yeah.
left.
but there's still three games in all in a cycle, so I think
Yeah.
it's still Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. Like originally, it used to only just be Treyarch and Infinity War.
Yeah,
and
it was
Sledgehammer
only a
came in,
two
and
cycle.
then they
It
started
was just
doing
Modern
like
Warfare and
they
Black
did.
Ops.
They helped with Ghost, and then they did Advanced Warfare.
You know
by
what?
themselves.
Ghost got so much crap, but
It was- it
I've
was
seen
not
gameplay.
bad.
It looks fun.
it was
and I had
fun.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did.
that one. The only one I remember. This is the only map I remember from it. It was like that. You were in
Foresty
like
map.
Ireland,
Oh,
and it was like a castle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
Like
what you're
there's like
talking-
the
yeah.
little mini,
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're
thing
talking about.
outside of the castle, and you could go in, and
I
there's like a
remember-
big drawbridge, and
I
you
remember
go
playing
inside.
Infected.
Yeah,
That whole game kind of had like a gray haze.
Yeah, it
Remember
did.
that? It was kind
Yeah.
of
It
weird.
was very dark.
Yeah.
Ish. But it's funny because when you put things in perspective, like for instance, like the zombies, where the zombies mode now is with Vanguard, which Treyarch made the zombies for Vanguard because no one cared about World War II zombies.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put it into perspective, Black Ops 4, I hated the zombies because it was just different, new characters that no one cared about. Well, some
That
people
was
did.
that was the first. What is it?
Break-
Shut off
yeah.
from the
And
main
then Cold
line.
War was arcadey and like
It was just like boom.
I'm like
and it keeps going farther,
Yeah.
farther.
But when you put it in perspective, now I'm like, dude, Black Ops 3, I would rather play Black Ops 3 than like the arcadiness of Vanguard and Cold War.
Yeah,
Because it was at least closer to the original zombies than we are now.
Mm.
It's just weird when you put things in perspective at the time, like Ghost.
mm-hmm.
Like Ghost is a great game. I
At
mean,
the time, or
it just
after.
Well,
people
we
played
never
it.
talked about it being bad. We always
no, we
enjoyed it.
liked it, but like in the community, like because people wanted Modern Warfare 4
Mm-hmm.
and they got Ghost,
Mm.
which Ghost was awesome. Like now that I'm thinking about it, it was fun.
That was the first game that implemented dogs.
Oh yeah.
Was it really?
It was.
Oh.
Huh.
Um,
They had that alien game mode.
That one I don't think
Yeah.
many people liked.
didn't you go to
Infection,
space in the
there was
campaign?
Extinction, yeah.
And then I remember people were like commenting on the
Oh.
space mission, and they're like, "Oh, you hear the guns in space, and you couldn't
I
hear
remember
anything in
that.
space or something."
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
it started out when you were in space.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Never played that campaign.
Advanced
one?
Warfare
Yeah.
still. I don't know about that one.
Advanced.
I saw
Advanced was good.
Advanced.
No,
Advanced.
not
I
Advanced.
liked
I
it.
like Advanced.
Infinite.
Infinite.
No,
I never
Advanced.
had it.
I saw that on the store the other day for 20 for the gold edition. I was like, oh,
We had a lot of fun with
$20
Advanced
Oh,
is
yeah.
not bad at all. And then I looked at the player count, 20 on multiplayer,
Ooh.
20 like
have to get it
monthly
for-
players.
it's the same
people just playing with
It's probably like half of them are hackers, and the other half are
yeah.
playing like
It's like Black Ops 3.
yeah, playing.
They actually had
custom
quite a
game
big
modes.
player count though, like several thousand.
Yeah, we ran into the same hacker.
A lot of hackers, yeah.
For what game?
Black
Black
Ops
Ops 3
3.
online.
There's a lot of hackers in
What is
that.
that in between yawn?
Semi yawn.
So there's
You ever-
no camera on me, so I could
Do
yawn
you-
all I want.
Do you ever have a yawn where you're doing it and then you fake the rest of the yawn because you lose it?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you're starting
yeah.
on and then you're already like midway through and you lose it, but then you're like, I'm just gonna fake the end. of
Yeah,
the
pretty
yawn.
much, pretty much. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Yawns are
thanks for the
weird if you
yawn.
think about it. What even is a yawn?
I don't know.
I think
Why does your
apparent-
mouth do
it's,
this?
So-
it's if you don't get enough air in your lungs and your
Oxygen in
body
your brain.
needs it, and so it
It's
automatically
oxygen.
Yeah,
sucks
but why
it
is
in.
it contagious? Like if you see someone yawn, why do you want to yawn after that?
Maybe your body's just like, oh,
Oh no! But
That
it's
was
usually like you're really tired and you just need oxygen to your brain, so you yawn to get
Imagine
more
if
air.
yawns
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
suddenly and you made a loud noise. You would just scream.
oh,
Yeah.
that one time
It's
at
like
camp,
Tourette's.
Caleb,
Huh?
that one time
Yeah.
at camp.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know what that was, but basically we were
Dude.
at a teen camp and we were like listening to somebody talk to us, and what is it like? What did I do?
So we were sitting. So we were in the whatever you want to call it. Like we were sitting down with everyone, and the person speaking they were talking, and as they said something like impactful or whatever, and then it was quiet, and right beside me, Chug goes, like so loud.
I don't know why I did that.
Dude, it was at the perfect moment. The guy said something impactful and it was quiet, and he did that, and I looked over and his face was like, he was like, oh my gosh. He's like, thinking you yawned, but then you also had a burp or something.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was a mix.
that was the hardest thing because me and Nick, we were dying, but we were trying to contain it.
Because it was quiet.
Yeah. It
That's
was
hilarious.
so loud.
It was funny.
Dude, that was so funny. I was
Yeah.
dying.
Yawning's weird.
I wish I heard that.
It's like one of those things where I was trying to contain it, but you could see my body going like
yeah,
laughing.
I do remember
Was that the year that me and Jay didn't go?
Yeah, I think you guys, you weren't there.
That was the
Oh,
that was the
okay.
first year that you guys graduated.
Oh my
so.
goodness, dude. That was hilarious. But
Yeah.
Vanguard. No, I don't know. But
I don't know. Vanguard runs very well.
I enjoy
Buttery.
the multiplayer.
It's very good.
It feels very satisfying.
The-
to get
okay,
kills.
the only con I have about it right now is the meta of the guns.
Yeah.
People are using the MP40 and the STG
They're
too
too good.
much because they're insanely good, and I
Yeah.
can't compete with other weapons at times.
It is a little unbalanced for sure.
So they need to change that.
The MP40 is OP.
Hopefully when we're not done with Battlefield, but when we like play Vanguard again, hopefully they have that fixed.
I don't like the fire bullets. I think that's corny.
I've only gotten killed by that once. I haven't
Do
noticed
they
that.
actually? Oh, the firebolts. Yeah.
There are some things in the game that are like they're goofy.
I do
At least it's not like
enjoy.
the dual fire shotguns from
It
Cold
says
War.
Yeah.
it says it doesn't do that much more damage, but when I was
It
using
does.
it,
No,
it,
no,
like,
basically-
you would shoot someone and then it would keep hitting them and then they would
Yeah.
die, and I'm like, whoa,
that-
okay.
I only had that happen to me once, but like I like the aspect of you can add an FMJ to your
Yeah, I
bullet,
like that.
or
Mhm.
you can make it subsonic, or you
Yeah.
can my favorite ones, the frangible.
Yeah, where it
rounds.
slows them down.
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's
Even
You have
though
to
really
shoot
nice.
their legs though.
Like even though
Not
it's a World
necessarily,
War
that's what
II
it
game,
says.
it still
Really?
has some
it says you have
advanced
to
stuff.
shoot their legs
No,
to
no,
slow them.
slow down legs, but it gives them their healing
yeah,
is
it's also for
slower,
healing.
so you
Mm.
have time to kill them faster.
okay.
But like things like so like the shotties are annoying, but that's with every COD.
Mhm.
Like shotties are just corny.
I was using one just to try it
They're
before I had the
OP.
classes unlocked, and it was fun.
Some guy, there was 3 of us running towards the guy. He shot once and it killed us all because of the
What?
spread. But like things like that and the fire bullets, like if me and a guy are shooting at each other and I kill him, he should be dead. But instead, his fire bullets kill me. Like you did not
Mm.
win that gunfight. You lost, and
Yeah.
yet I get
Yeah.
punished for that.
Oh yeah, like when I had the fire bullets, I would have a gunfight between me and someone else. They would kill me, but my fire bullets would kill them
Yeah,
after they
it's
killed me. So
stupid.
it's like we
Mm.
both kept killing each other.
And you
I
get the
like how-
afterlife medal.
Yeah. The kill streaks are back. They're not score streaks now.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
nice.
I like that
Yeah.
a lot. Although, if you have the 24v24 matches
Yeah.
that you have to load into sometimes, you get bombarded with
Yeah,
kill
it's a little
streaks. It
ridiculous.
is insane.
I like when they announced that whole system, because what is it? Tactical. What's the middle one?
Assault and blitz.
Assault and blitz. So tactical is what? 6v6.
6v6 to 12v12.
Oh, okay, and then
And
blitz.
then assault is
Oh, yeah.
like 10v10 to 18v18.
Hmm.
And then it's like in the middle. It,
Yeah.
it can go back and forth between any of those 1v whatevers. And then there's a blitz, which is 18v18 to 24v24. That is ridiculous.
Mm.
They
On
should not
COD
have that.
maps,
yeah.
which are small.
Well, there are some maps that are worth it,
Yeah.
like the ship map. I played that with 6v6, and I couldn't find anyone. It
I'm
was
trying to
so
think.
empty.
The ship map? Oh, the
There's a
sub.
ship.
Oh, I was gonna. Never mind.
Whoa. No, okay. What?
No, the sub pens. It just sounds like Never mind.
Oh.
I always people make a joke.
yeah.
Like
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that one's a pretty big one.
the
that
snowy
one's,
map
like,
is fun with a lot of people though. The snowy
Yeah.
one because there's a lot of areas.
Not the
to go.
submarine map.
The snowy one.
Snowy one. Oh, that is a big
the
map.
big area with
That is a
the,
big
the
map.
fountain in the middle.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but those filters, whatever you call them, like a tactical, assault, and blitz, you can apply them to your matchmaking. So you can play free for all or TDM or maybe just TDM or something,
Mhm.
and you can have it on blitz if you want to play the big ones. And then,
Mm.
like at first, I was like, "What? Like they're just gonna break up the player base?" But most people just leave them all on. I feel like because they don't really.
I don't.
I
I
stick
do.
with tactical. I just
Yeah.
play tactical every
I
time.
play the bottom one, whatever that
I
is.
keep it on
That's
all
tactical.
because
I
I'll
just
like
leave it
to
on
switch
all
it
because I
up.
want to get into a fast. I want to get
Yeah.
into a game or whatever. But like, I don't think it's that much of an issue.
It's not.
Which I mean, it's different. I'm like in the middle about it.
What I don't like is sometimes on tactical, it'll be the 6v6, but there'll be like 3 people on one side and 4 on the other, and not all the spots are filled for some
Yeah.
reason, and so it's kind of annoying.
That
'cause you
may
can't
be
find
because
anyone.
of the split player base.
That's possible, yeah.
Hmm.
I think as things go on, people will kind of choose what they want to do the most, and then one of those will probably go away.
What's weird though is like when the pros get into actually having tournaments with COD, obviously they're gonna do tactical, but it's weird because like S&D, which is the competitive mode in COD, 20v24 or whatever, 24v24.
The spawns are
S&D,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like search and destroy.
Wait, they have 24 search
yeah,
and
they have
destroy?
blitz, search and destroy.
Oh,
What?
24v24.
It's a lot of people you have to kill.
That is ridiculous.
Did they extend the time of the bomb or something?
What is it? Can you not like walk 10 feet without getting sniped in
I
the
don't
head by
know.
someone?
Probably.
Like,
Which
I
the
don't know.
snipers are weird in the game.
which that's kind of like CS:GO a little bit. I think it's 12v12.
Yeah.
yeah.
The maps are bigger though.
I mean, I think it's a lot. I think it appeals to a lot more casuals because like they'll be like, "Oh man, like,
Oh, I did hear something like Vanguard makes most people think that they're good at the game in a way. Just the way they have it created. Like I don't know if it's entirely true or not. I mean, it kind of makes sense a little bit. Like the game is made to make you feel like you're good at the game.
Huh.
So I'm not.
I don't know how that would.
I don't know how
maybe
what
because
they
the
mean
fast
exactly.
TTK."
Maybe. I'm not
So
sure.
you can get a string of players because they're so easy to kill.
Or maybe
with the
because
gun.
of the MVP thing at the end too. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that's weird.
This is kind of an aside, but in Battlefield, the new one, why does every player seem so bad? It seems like it's so easy to kill people, and like they miss you so many times.
I think. Well, some of them are bots, right? There's a lot of bots. in
Well,
them.
it says AI next to their name if they're
Yeah,
a
I
bot.
haven't seen
Oh.
that yet.
So you can tell when they're
Yeah.
a bot or not.
But like when that glitch happened that I couldn't aim down sights, I was running with just hip fire, and I was killing tons of people with it, and they weren't killing me somehow.
I what is it? I think I mentioned this to you the other day. I did notice that like the game is not optimized very well, right?
Mm.
So most people don't have 20 or 30 series graphics cards or even 1080s with 1080 Ti's, which you guys have.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just running the game very poorly and they just don't have the reaction time to
possible.
go against you.
That's true. Yeah.
So I mean that was my thought on it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't know, because like there was one section where I was going down this hallway, and there were dozens of people, and I was just firing and killing them all somehow, and they weren't even hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
For the BF3, I was getting destroyed.
Really?
BF3
Yeah.
was fun. I love.
I got a lot of kills on that.
I don't know. I was just getting wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that way in Vanguard at all.
Yeah.
Vanguard, you get destroyed if you don't have perfect reaction time.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's-
much.
Is it? Wow, I just have my brain just broke.
Brain fart.
I have. What am I trying to say? My brain is dying. No, it's very fast paced. That's what I was gonna say. Very fast paced.
It's like a normal COD where run die, run die, run die.
I think it's faster than Modern Warfare.
It is.
Because Modern Warfare, you have some time to like, rotate and like
Mhm.
do certain things.
I remember in the beta we were talking about how we want the TTK to be a little bit shorter,
Yeah,
which they did do, and I prefer it.
Yeah.
They did do it.
Yeah, they decreased the
Oh,
or
that's good.
increased the decreased the TTK time
Yeah, that's good
from
actually.
the beta. So
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that. But what is it? What was I gonna say? There has been a lot. So like this happens with I think almost nearly every release with COD. Like maybe not for Modern Warfare because a lot of people like that, but people seem to not really know what they're buying. Like you're buying a COD game. It's not exact copy and paste, but it has the same format. Three lane maps, super fast pace, smaller maps. Like you're not buying a Battlefield.
You know what you're buying.
But they have the same complaints.
Every year.
Oh, it's just a copy and paste. It's like that's what you're buying it for. You're buying it for Call of Duty.
Pretty
Then they
much.
deviate from something and everyone hates it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
people need to stop being so unintelligent in what they're buying. Like if I buy Battlefield, I'm not buying it for it to be a COD.
Yeah.
I'm buying it for it to be a
Wait,
Battlefield.
what is it on for? I was like following Battlefield since like for months and seeing what people were like looking at it for. Once the beta dropped, people hated on the game.
Yeah, I remember you
It
told
was
me that.
ridiculous. Like
Mm.
they were saying, this game is terrible. This and that is bad. Why are they going this specialist route? Why are they only have this many guns in the game? Why blah 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 whatever.
Finding every
It's like-
possible thing wrong
it's,
with the game.
it's like, and then I watched a video of this guy. He's just talking about how he's like, why are all these people saying this stuff? Why not just let the game come out? You'll see it for yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, then yeah, you can hate on it. But like, why
They'll hate
before the
on it
game
no matter
comes
what
out?
they
Yeah.
do with it.
I know, but it's like
Like
people calm down.
there needs to be like we do need to like give feedback, like the bugs and the crashes. Please fix those. If you don't fix them, then the game, like inherently the game is just bad because it's not optimized and it doesn't run. Like those things, yeah. But like things like the operators, like you can dislike it, but that doesn't mean the game is bad because they have operators. They're
Yeah.
just trying something different.
They don't have to use the operator's abilities if they don't
Yeah,
like
They
it.
don't, yeah. But like, there's a difference between whining about something and letting the developer know that there's an issue.
Yeah.
Because these people that are whining are just going on YouTube,
Yeah.
making these giant videos to get
People-
views.
People eat up negative videos.
They do.
They love
and
it.
so all these people are doing these fake negative reviews for the game, and all these other people are like, oh, they're right. And then they start believing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just goes down this giant slope.
Like for instance, like Hazard Zone. I wish it had its own developed map.
Exactly.
Like obviously it's using the same maps as what Breakthrough or
All at Warfare.
All Out Warfare. But like I don't like that, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to say the game is terrible. Like I can say I wish and I hope that they develop a map for Hazard Zone.
We did have fun with it.
Yeah, we had fun with it.
So
But I'm not going to be like, "Oh dude, they don't have custom maps for Hazard Zone. This game sucks." Like there's a difference between being like critical and being just whiny
exactly.
and a baby.
I feel like the older we've gotten, we've just realized how fickle people are with games.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid, of course you're gonna enjoy everything about these games.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say all the bad about it. You might say, "Oh, I hate Battlefield" because you're a COD fanboy,
Yeah.
but you never played it.
Yeah.
That's what kids do. But like they just play games because they're fun.
Yeah.
But what's the point of hating on games? Just enjoy them.
Yeah.
It's like
It's not real life.
It's like the console people that hate that they think that they deserve to have these PlayStation
Yeah.
exclusives. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of voice cracks today.
That's funny that you say that. How like
puberty sucks.
Dude,
what?
Whatever.
No,
Okay.
but
it is hot in here.
yeah. No, wait. Is it not working again?
What?
Is our
It's 72.
didn't it get to like what did
It was
it get
80
to?
something.
It's nice in here.
Yeah, one of the
You're
podcasts.
No,
wearing a
it
sweatshirt.
is nice. It's just my
72
throat
is
is
room
getting
temperature, isn't
dry.
it? Or 75.
Yeah, it's not bad in here.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. So now, like as you say that, like as we get older, we notice how people are fickle. But I think it's like this is something different, but I think it's also previous generations, like let's say like 30 to 40-year-olds. We were making fun of a guy that had like a name that was like, oh, this guy's probably like 40.
Yes.
It was like Reaper Slayer.
Tell me a dad
like-
and his wife lets him get an hour a day on the on the PS3.
Yeah. PS3. So like I think a part of our generation, like there's still those type of people, but I think our generation is a little more lax towards stuff like that because people like we see people at like drive-throughs get mad over like the dumbest stuff. Like they get their
nuggets.
yeah.
Oh.
It's like, dude, you spent like a couple dollars and you're gonna spend another 30 minutes complaining over something that cost you a couple dollars. Like
Yeah.
there is a certain generation, like I think before us, like not saying bad things about it, but they care about stuff like that more. So like the older Battlefield players, like they're like, oh man, like this is terrible. But like there's us that are a little more lax and we're more like realistic. Like, okay, that could just be like an issue that, or maybe like them trying to be more creative. But it's like, I think there's a certain generation before us or even certain people
that don't like change too much.
Yeah. But then if there is change, like, yeah, like they don't like change too much. But then if it's the same thing, they get mad. So like no matter where you are, they're not going to be happy. And that's a huge like portion of the population, I feel like.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that so much lately. Like with New World, you'd be in game and people are like, this game sucks. I've been farming for 12 hours and I hate it. Like, why are you playing it then? Why'd you buy it? Why didn't you refund it?
Yeah.
People are just so annoying.
If you don't like it, don't buy it. I also heard like someone talking similar to like what you said before, where he's saying, if you're hating on a game, just don't buy the game, and the developers will realize that they're not getting money from it and change it back.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy it, they're just gonna do the same things over and over again because they're getting money for it.
I also hate
So,
when
like,
you go to a subreddit for a game and people are in that subreddit saying how much they hate it.
Yeah.
Leave the subreddit and stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Fill your life with something that you enjoy then.
Yeah, literally.
It's so
I
annoying.
forget what the statistic is, but I think it's like a 70-30 or whatever, but like people that dislike it will be more likely to
give it a bad review.
Yeah, rather than people that like it.
Well, the people that like it are actually having fun.
Yeah.
And so they don't have time to go out there and hate on it.
So it could be more of like a perception thing where like just because all the negative is like more out there that it just gets shown more.
Yeah.
So like things like with Battlefield, like people say they hate it, but in reality there's a big majority that are just comfortable playing with it.
But
They
I
don't
think
even
it's
speak out
gotten
on it.
worse because they'll be playing it and saying how much they hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
But it is like usually like things like with like smaller like groups of people, like angry people are usually the loudest.
Yeah.
They are, yeah.
It's kind of funny. You said the thing with that, like you said 40-year-old man with a cringy username.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're like a little kid or this old guy. Not 40's not old, but like you don't know if it's like this old, like cringy old guy,
Yeah.
like with a weird name, or if it's this 10-year-old.
That's true because the names are always like yeah.
They're cringy either way.
Yeah, they're cringy.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not saying 40. I'm just saying like those creepy people.
what was mine?
It was Slayer.
Yeah, it's like so generic.
That, you
Okay.
didn't make that up though. That was Josh.
No, yeah. I think
Remember my previous name?
Fat Baby.
It was Fat Baby 2001.
That was funny though.
I love that name.
Yeah.
I still have it for certain things, but like,
that's true though, because like
It's
there's
funny.
the 10-year-olds that make their name like, oh man, like that Super Killer 2000.
yeah, with a
And
bunch of X's around it.
yeah. Then there's like the older like person that's like gets an hour on their PS3 and they're
Yeah.
like Super
They
Killer.
get an hour.
Yeah.
I love that.
Master Mage.
Yeah. Oh,
That's-
that was a shout out.
I'm calling out one of our friends who doesn't listen to the podcast, but
Oh, I gotta find out who that is after.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
you'll probably know who it is.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? You guys ever see that? I think I sent in the chat. There's a meme where it's like, and it's real, but it's a meme. But it's like a screenshot of a piece of paper. It is the
Oh, is it 1 foot rub equals 30 minutes on
Yeah.
console?
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like-
we'll take out the garbage, you get an hour, but no online.
Yeah.
Like
What?
it's so bad.
I'm like, you have got. I sent it to Keenan. I was like, this is gonna be you in 2 years. But like, oh my gosh, that makes me cringe.
It's infuriating to look at.
I know. It's like
It's so controlling.
I
I
know.
know. It's terrible.
And then you're trying
Imagine
to find
if
like
a guy did
loopholes
that to a
too.
girl.
Oh my goodness.
Like, oh, you get an hour of Instagram time if you make this many like dinners.
Why is it creepier if it's that way
Yeah.
around?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a double standard, I guess.
Yeah.
Ugh. That, like, if you have to write a list for your significant other to do things in order for them to have an enjoyment time, you are like a crazy controlling person. Like,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
And the
disturbing.
other person needs to really rethink how they're managing their time. Because I mean, they should be able to know, like, hey, I'm gonna, do an hour.
Well, yeah, they
of
should have their
video
own
games
personal.
and then 4 hours of work and 2
Yeah.
hours.
It's like
of
what a
cleaning the
helicopter
house.
mom would do to their kid.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
But when
that's
a-
true.
Like a wife does it to a husband, that's just ugh.
But that would
Like,
that would be
yeah.
the same
babying
person.
your husband. Like, your husband is
Yeah.
a
That would-
literal child.
Jay, that
Yeah.
would be the same exact person. That helicopter mom is also that helicopter wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Pretty much.
But if a guy did that to a woman, oh, it would be the end of the world.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like that's
It'd be all over the news.
for whatever reason, just for
CNN.
perspective, like that seems like borderline like creep
Yeah, it's like abusive.
psycho.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing on the other way around. Like double
Yeah.
standards. It's just like it's weird. But I don't know how that came
Strange.
up. Oh, because you said the 1 hour on PS3.
Yeah.
It's just a funny concept. You get 1 hour if you do this.
And then on the PS3, it's like 8 years old.
But it's let him buy a new console
Yeah,
for about
it is.
$3,000 of makeup.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We're not hating on women, by the way.
No, we're just having fun.
Just have a vibe.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like I think we said that also because on Vanguard there was one guy that was like that was one match where I was getting so mad. This dude was running around with a fire shotgun or a shotgun with fire bullets.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. And at the end of the game, he's like, "Oh, GG's guys," and I didn't say anything, but in my mind, I was like, "You are such a bot. You use a shotgun and you think you're good. Like you are not good."
He probably. I'm not hating on people with controller, but he probably is using a controller too.
I play Vanguard. I'm a hybrid player. So I play Warzone on controller and keyboard, and I do just as good on either one. It's just
Yeah.
like if I'm doing bad on mouse and key, I'll switch to controller and vice versa. But on Vanguard, I love playing it on controller. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just so fun for me.
Yeah.
But I can play just as well on mouse and keyboard.
Mhm.
But yeah, sometimes it's fun to get that little bit of that aim assist.
Aim assist help. Yeah.
Yeah, aim assist isn't snap on, but it's slow down.
It was really bad in Cold War.
Yeah, but it's like if I'm aiming and I'm aiming towards a target, it'll slow down, or if I'm jumping around a guy, it'll help me with rotating towards him.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But you can break it with movement. I don't know why we're getting that popping, but
I don't know.
I think it might be
move.
my cable.
Hopefully that's not coming through.
Yeah.
It looks like it's loose.
This is my cable.
Push it up. Push it farther up.
My cable's in.
No, it was like there's like this weird. It looks like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It looks like it's like pulling itself out of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
How about zombies? Did you play zombies, Jay?
I have not. I've only played multiplayer.
Zombies, like you say, it is a watered down version of Outbreak. It's nothing special, and a lot of people are mad about it.
yeah,
Huge people.
I only played one match or one
Yeah.
round of the mode with Keenan. I need to play it again just to get an idea of
Yeah.
exactly how it works. But what I've played of it,
Yeah,
If you play with me and Caleb, we'll have a lot of fun.
but like huge people like Mr. Waffles in the community.
Waffle
Isn't
here.
it
He's
one-
been around since forever. He's like a huge zombies staple, zombie community staple.
The
Isn't it like
first time I
Wonder
saw
Waffle or
that
something
guy
like that?
was Black Ops 4.
Yeah,
I was watching his like Easter egg
Yeah,
things, and I was
and
trying to do the Easter eggs, but I couldn't do them.
he said it's not playable. He said don't play it unless you get the trial and try it out. If you like it, then no. He said it's not. If you're buying the game for just zombies, don't do it.
Hmm.
And there's people that are like huge staples in the zombie community that are they just don't like it. And being someone that disliked Black Ops 4, Cold War zombies, like it's not zombies to me anymore.
So did Modern Warfare have zombies?
No, that had
It had survival.
yeah.
So when did they start putting zombies in every COD game?
Dude, that's in all
World
the
of War.
Treyarch games.
Yeah.
World of War.
This is Treyarch?
Yeah.
World
This is
at
Yeah.
War.
Oh, I
Treyarch
didn't
is
know that.
developing the zombies for Vanguard, which is different, separate. So they may now be
Yeah.
developing it for
You
every other
said
game.
you said the staples of the zombie community don't really like the game, but they also didn't implement like more of a story into this one. Like there's somewhat of a
They
story.
haven't
Story.
implemented a
There's
story.
somewhat of a
There's no
story.
Easter eggs.
There's no. That's what I was about to say. There's no Easter egg. So
Not
once
until
they
January
actually
or
once they
something.
put in an
Really?
Easter egg, they might
Yeah.
actually like the game.
There's no Easter egg
Mm.
until the
'Cause
next season.
You feel
or
like
whatever.
there's
That's
nothing
kinda
to do when
stupid.
you're
It is
playing
stupid.
zombies. Like there's objectives to play, but
Yeah.
like you're just doing the same objectives almost over and over.
Here's
and
what
over
I'll
again.
say. I completely 100% agree with them. Zombies is not what it used to be, and this is this is an embarrassment for zombies. But I still had fun playing it because one, I like the movement. Two, I just like the gunplay, and I like shooting zombies over and over. It can be fun with friends, but it's a pity to like what zombies used to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
So like there's and the same thing with like Cold War. Like Cold War had so
Yeah.
much now that I think about it, but still I don't like the arcadey. You're shooting a zombie and you see the numbers pop up,
I guarantee.
and
Okay,
there's like things
I
that pop out.
guarantee if you tried Cold War, you'd actually kind of enjoy it.
I would enjoy it, but
Like,
You know they
Um,
implemented almost the same stuff from Cold War. Like you were
Yeah,
just saying,
they
stuff
drop armor-
They drop
like
armor.
stuff like
they
that,
Drop,
It's
like
the same.
they drop like scrap.
I feel like
and
it's
then
the
you
same
can pick
thing
that up.
like with Battlefield 5. For the longest time,
I didn't like
you're
it.
like, oh, Battlefield 5 sucks. It sucks.
Well,
it's
you never
stupid."
gave it a second chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you tried it again, and you really liked it.
yeah.
So it might be the same.
Yeah, with
You
Cold
didn't
War.
try Outbreak yet. You have not
Yeah.
tried Outbreak yet. You need to try Outbreak. It's really
But I think
fun.
there's certain things that I won't change my mind on. Like
oh, exactly.
Cold War zombies and this new type of arcadey type zombies pales in comparison to Black Ops 3
Mm-hmm.
zombies, which is like impeccable in my opinion. Like there's modded zombies and there's like Black Ops 3 zombies, Black Ops 2 zombies, and Black Ops 1 and all those, like those are top tier. So like I probably would enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still not going to be the same. So I'll have to
Exactly.
overlook a lot of things that I just dislike.
Pretty
But
much.
the same thing with Vanguard. Like it's absolute, like objectively, it's garbage. It's it doesn't have an Easter egg. It doesn't have much story. It's repetitive, but I still have fun with it because if I play with friends, I have fun with it.
Mhm.
And they should bring the round based back, which that's what they removed, which is ridiculous.
I don't know
The
why
what?
they did that.
They removed rounds.
Oh, round
Now
base.
it's based on objectives.
Yeah,
Objective you do is a round or
Yeah.
whatever. But I
Mhm.
think there's rumors that they're going to bring it back because people are so upset.
I guess it's understandable if people don't like it because of the zombies. Because some people probably only bought it for zombies.
Yeah.
If you bought it for the multiplayer, you know what you're expecting.
Yeah.
And if you're mad about the multiplayer, I don't know how you can be because it's literally called multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, for Cold War, the people that bought Cold War just for zombies, I mean, when they have wouldn't they realize that Treyarch isn't doing the same thing? So why would they expect them to do something different, go back to like the original
Well, this-
routes in the
yeah.
new one?
Mm.
I think they were expecting a continue. Well, actually, it's a prequel to the Cold War story mode or zombie story mode.
Because
But
it's in World War II.
yeah, but I think they were expecting at least an Easter egg. Because
Mhm.
there's a huge part of the community that looks forward to that. Because I remember watching back a couple years ago, or maybe it was last year,
Mm-hmm.
the announcement or whatever for Cold War, and all I saw in the chat was zombies, boring, show zombies.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a huge portion of Call of Duty fans that just play for zombies.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really tight knit group. I mean, it's not as tight knit as it used to be, but
Also, if you think about it, the whole zombie genre has died. Not COD zombies, but like the old zombie games. They're
Yeah.
just kind of, it's tired out now.
it used to be
It's
like
kinda
Daisy
weary.
was huge.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
I mean, so the,
Dying Light
the
2
next
isn't
best
as-
thing is Call of Duty Zombies. and
the
that's
one
what people
consistent
love.
thing that's zombies is Call of Duty zombies.
yeah.
Was it
It's true.
like Dying Light? Dying Light was huge.
Yeah.
And then Dead Island was huge. Now
That's
Dying
true,
Light
Dead
2
Island.
is being shown off right now. And it's
no one seems
being
to care
When is that
about
even
it.
nobody
coming
cares.
out?
February.
It's like that
But-
new Mutants movie that was shown for like 8 years and then no one cared about it
I'm
when it
pretty
came out.
sure
Yeah.
Dying Light 2 is going to die off in the first week.
Didn't they
People are
come
going to
out-
be paid to play it. They're going to play like 5 minutes of this stupid game
Yeah.
and not play it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I wouldn't mind playing though is like old zombies, like World at War zombies, like the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, we
or,
need
like
to buy the
Black Ops
game,
1
though.
zombies.
I don't-
Yeah, I still play Black Ops 3 Zombies now. I
Yeah.
played it a couple weeks ago on stream because someone developed a map where it had its own story.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It was insane. Me and Brian, it had its own cutscenes.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. And pause screen, you can pause it and save it. I was like mind blown.
That's
I forget the name of
sick.
the map, but it was
You
like
could
crazy.
save it too.
Yeah, it was
Huh.
crazy.
Hmm.
But
We should play
Yeah.
that.
What do we have for
Yeah.
time?
An hour and 23 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we went longer.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm good with. I don't think there's anything else we need
there's
to talk
Champion
to.
Hill.
Champion Hill is
That's
fun.
fun.
Oh, I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I
I like
wouldn't play it
Champion.
a lot, but it was
We
fun.
played it once. We won and never played
It's
it
very
again.
I haven't
tense.
played it. What is it? Just
Yeah.
like King of the Hill, or you just?
It's like there's like 8 teams
Yeah.
of like 3 or 4 players depending on what you do.
Is it just kind of like Warzone, where you just?
No,
go
no, no, no,
kill
no.
each
It's
other?
it's like an arena,
Oh.
and so there's like 4 different sections, and two teams fight in each of the arenas.
Oh, I played that in the
We
beta.
played it in the beta.
I played it in the beta.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
So
a
you
certain amount of
know.
lives.
Yeah,
It's like a modified version of Gunfight.
Apparently,
Yeah.
there's trios now because it said duos and trios.
I like that game mode though, because like especially if it's down to like you and the last team, you're the only ones not eliminated, and you both have like the same number of lives or
Mhm.
something, or if you have less lives than the other team,
Yeah.
it's like you have to preserve your lives, so you have to play careful.
Or you could find a life in each of the arenas every
Yeah.
match, so you can get 1 extra life.
I do
Mm.
like that mode. I don't know the lifespan of it. I don't know how long
I
it's-
haven't played it since the game actually came out. I played it in the beta. though.
We played it once. It was me, you, and who was it?
I don't know.
Who did we play with?
I forget.
Keenan.
Was it Brian?
I don't think we played with Brian.
Yeah, you play with Keenan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. And we won. We won everything. We won the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we didn't play it ever since.
Look
But
at
I
this-
enjoyed it, but I'd probably just stick to the regular multiplayer.
I'm breezing through this article, which is like such a low effort article. I'm not gonna say the establishment, but it's like it's not a gaming establishment, but it's just like whoever wrote this was literally like they don't know anything about the
I
game.
hate it when non-gamers write stuff about gaming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Ridiculous.
the zombies mode, another mainstay of the COD series, takes the usual recipe. Like, no, it really doesn't because there's not rounds anymore and there's a lot of changes. It's just like so cringe. Like, don't write about it. I mean, it was like the first thing that came up, so they did very well. on it.
Furthermore, we will talk about the zombies.
It's like those game announcement things where the
Oh
speakers
yeah.
are like people that you don't even
Yeah.
know anything
I
about
can't wait to
games.
play
It's
this game, guys.
It looks amazing, and they go home and like, yeah, I don't game.
It's like Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, that game got me and my friends.
Oh, yeah.
I love Beat Saber.
What was that one he said? that
I
got him?
love Beat Saber.
It was
okay,
Arizona
robot.
Sunshine. He's like, I love Arizona Sunshine. It got me and my friend me and my friends through the pandemic.
Yeah, it got me through the pandemic. Oh,
He has friends. I didn't realize he could
Apparently.
interact with
Robot
people.
friends.
And then-
Oh,
and
okay.
then
or he
Yeah.
goes to the
It's the virtual
reptiles.
reality
Yeah.
The lady cut him off.
Yeah, that was
he's
so
like
weird.
I love it. She's like, oh blah blah, and he's like,
well,
she cut him off like 3 times.
yeah, it was bad.
It was awkward.
It was totally scripted, but still awkward.
Yeah.
I don't
And
get
their
how it was so
smiles
bad.
and-
Didn't
Yeah.
at one point she was like, yeah, or she's like, do you like that game? He's like, yeah, I love that game. She's like, yeah, well also, and she like just totally cut him off of like
Yeah.
what she just asked him.
It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know how that whole
Ugh,
metaverse.
Metaverse.
professional people are weird.
So now Facebook is not a thing anymore. They're gonna change it to
Well, Facebook is
I don't
still
know.
a thing.
They said something about how they're gonna make
Their
Facebook.
company is called
virtual-
Meta now.
Okay, but they're gonna
I don't
change it so
know
you
if they're
can't even
changing
go on your phone.
Facebook.
You have
I
to
looked
play
up
with
Meta,
VR.
and it says "Welcome to Meta-Facebook."
Hmm.
Huh.
So
My thought on that.
This is stupid.
I mean, it's still kind of gaming, I guess, because like VR. I don't
Yeah,
know, but
but-
my thought on it is like, for
it's
right
not,
now,
it's gaming is a part of it.
yeah.
People are like, oh yeah, you put a VR,
But the
VR
people that-
headset on, and you could talk to,
Do you know what?
like work with people.
Mm.
Do you know why they're making this though? Is because everyone that is on Facebook, they like when Facebook first came out, all teenagers and like the younger generation were getting Facebook and like using it. And then it kind of like every social media that dies away, then the parents come in and they're like, "Oh, this is such a great app." And then
Yeah.
they start using it. So like
The young
now
people left.
now the older generations are using Facebook and now they're not reaching that younger crowd. So what
Well-
I guarantee you why he's doing this is to get the younger
Yeah,
crowd.
but younger
to come
people
back.
don't care
This
for
is this is not
Yeah.
Facebook's demographic.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I think they're doing this maybe for future proofing, like when the older generation is gone, because this is not the target audience to
Yeah.
bring VR to. Young people still haven't come around to VR,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're gonna try to get on the bandwagon of getting their demographic to go to Facebook.
They just
when their
don't-
demographic is like what 30 to 60
They
year
just
old.
don't want
Yeah.
Facebook
Yeah.
to die.
men.
Like look at the old social medias that teenagers used, and then the older generation used, and now no one uses it. Like what is it called? Not LinkedIn. What's
You
it?
talking about MySpace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
MySpace. Like stuff like that. Like Twitter.
There's still
don't
people
really,
using that though, which is kind
I
of
thought it was
depressing.
shut down.
I thought,
But like
I thought
that's
people,
what they don't want Facebook to be. Is that they don't want Facebook to be MySpace, where it just dies off.
I
Because
mean,
no one
yeah,
likes it
it's
anymore.
always they're always supposed to look ahead. So I guess in terms of like foolproofing
Longevity.
longevity. Yeah, but
So like this newer generation, when they take over,
they're trying to get ahead of the rest of the
Yeah.
platforms.
the new generation's not going to go back to Facebook.
exactly, they're not gonna like
They're,
when
they're gonna
when they
go
step
on,
in the shoes of the older
'cause they're
generation.
gonna be-
after
they're gonna
they
be on
die off,
Instagram
they're
for
not
so
gonna be
long.
on
Well,
On.
Facebook owns Instagram, so they might implement.
They already
I mean,
kind
that
of
would be so.
they already kind
weird.
of tie them together, so you could post something on Instagram and it would also post
I just
on
don't
Facebook.
see that. Like you use Facebook on mobile or even your computer. You're gonna throw a headset on. You're gonna throw a VR headset on, and
Well, I was just on the website, and
No,
the picture said AR glasses.
Oh, there
oh,
we
So
go.
okay, maybe-
that
actually,
could
maybe
be
that.
interesting
Okay.
if they do it right.
Yeah,
I mean, they
that'd
do
be
own
cool.
Oculus, so they have some experience with that.
like those Google glasses, but those are only voice
Oh,
things. If they have,
I was
AR
reading about that
glasses-
the other day, and basically it was like you just had a Google search on your face, and like
you
it
can
was
see it on the other side.
no, you can only see it, but there's a camera on it, so people were saying like if you went to dinner with someone, it looked like they were filming you the whole time because this camera
What?
was on you. It's like when people put their phone in their pocket with the camera
Oh,
facing
yeah.
out. It looks like they're
That's
videoing
weird.
you.
You know what makes me angry though, with Oculus,
Mm.
they stopped production of the Oculus Rifts.
What?
You can't.
What
they
about the
don't-
Quest?
They're not making Rifts anymore. They're making Quests. That's the only thing they're making.
But
Do
you
they
can still
want-
connect those to your PC.
Yeah, you can, but it's not the same.
But why? I mean, this is kind of a weird rabbit trail.
I know,
We
but
don't want to go too far into it, but
I like
kinda-
the Rifts a lot.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to get a Quest though. I mean, I like the Rift. It's just I hate the cord, and I hate have to connect to my PC.
you don't
Like, if I
even
wanna go
use
over-
the Rift anymore.
If I wanted to go over someone's house and play something, like I would have to either have them have a PC or have this laptop or something, which I'm not gonna
no,
have
the
soon.
quests are good if you want to play with friends. Like if a couple of your friends have it, you can all go and play VR games together.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
that is true.
With
Like-
the whole, I don't know, with the whole like,
Play anywhere. You could be
See,
outside
like-
and play if you wanted.
Yeah.
To.
this is just me. I haven't come around to like VR, and I think a lot of the gaming community hasn't either because, well, one, they're pretty expensive. If you already have
The
a rig,
one we want to get, the
It's like
index is
$1,000?
$1,000. It's like not even.
I don't really
worth
want to
it.
get that
But
though.
I don't
also,
want to either.
like,
but
I mean, like we may eventually have a room specifically for VR, which is something that we want for like a future goal.
Mhm.
But like, even when I go to Ricky, because you have a VR, when I go to your house, like I don't always want to play VR. It's like,
Well, I found the experience is not relaxing. It is fun, but it's not
Yeah.
relaxing. So like, you don't just like
Your
come
eyes
home
get
and then
tired
just
and-
sit down and just enjoy like playing with people on your computer.
yeah,
Usually it's single player games.
yeah,
You have to
Your
stand
head
up.
gets sweaty. You're
yeah.
standing up, and so it's not really relaxing at all.
Mhm.
Keenan,
Yeah, like-
when Keenan plays, the whole entire thing is wet, and I go to pour it on. I'm like, ugh.
And
It's
you
just
start licking it off.
ew. I'm like, dude, go get a rag
like, I
and
need
wipe
some
this
salt.
off. Like, you're so
Yeah.
sweaty.
I don't know. For me, it's just not there. Like, yeah, like what you
It's-
say. Like,
it's kind of a novelty still.
like after a day of like work or whatever, like I want to sit down and play with my mouse and key or like on a
Yeah,
controller or
you don't-
something.
Yeah.
I
You
don't want
gotta
to put on a headset, stand
You
up.
can't be tired, and
things
you
out of
gotta
the
just
way.
be like bored enough to play it. Like it's not something that you're like, oh, I can't wait to go home and play VR. It's like I have friends over, like, hey, you want to try it? You want to play? You know,
Yeah,
Beat Saber.
like even
or
this was
whatever.
like months ago. This was earlier in the year. I was playing with Ben and Josh on a VR, and we like switched on and off, and it was just like after one time, I sat down. I was like, I'm just gonna watch you play, like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and then no one else wanted to play, and it was like,
That's
and
what I
it's,
usually do.
it's just not the same. Like, I'd rather sit on a couch playing Mario Party with
oh,
controllers.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I just like, I don't know. Maybe in the future it'll be there, but for me, I don't know the future of it, and I don't know.
Like if they have
Maybe
glasses,
glasses, yeah.
that are
AR
like a full
glasses.
console or
Yeah.
something, and you can play with a controller, that'd be fun.
I could see that.
a group of friends sitting on a couch and they can see like the whole room is a video game.
Yeah, or like a simulated. Actually, yeah, that would be cool. Or like a simulated projecting screen that you all can like view at different angles, but it's the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what Facebook wants to do is like 50 years down the road.
Yeah, I think probably like future, a new generation, maybe like the ones that are being like born now, maybe they'll be open to it. But like for
Yeah.
me,
Hopefully everybody will be on Mars by then.
when is
That'd
that
be
happening? Anyway?
depressing.
2050.
I
Did
thought
they-
it was like in a few years.
No,
They keep moving it back.
actually no. They want to have 1 million people on Mars by
Oh,
2050.
no, I mean like the first humans
guys
going
going?
there.
I'm not sure.
You guys going?
No.
No.
What is wrong with you?
What?
You're not gonna reserve your ticket?
First of all, it's
No.
probably booty
the
expensive.
Wi-Fi sucks up there. I guarantee you.
Dude,
That's so
we
depressing.
wouldn't be
Like
able to
imagine
do the podcast.
There'd be barely any
that's
sunlight.
That's like home.
welcome
sick
to our
a
first
whole new
Mars
degree.
podcast.
Yeah.
Huh?
I feel like that's
Yeah,
for
hey,
people that
welcome,
have
guys.
nothing
We're on
here.
our first podcast
much.
in Mars.
In Mars?
As you notice,
Or
we're not
on
sitting in our
Mars?
chairs right now because we're floating due
and
to
it
no
gets to
gravity.
Earth like a year later.
Yeah, literally.
We probably wouldn't be able to do stuff like that.
no,
'cause
you would just podcast
if
for the
you
people
went,
on Mars.
you'd probably be assigned a job
Yeah.
that you'd have to do constantly there. So you probably wouldn't be able to do fun stuff like that all the time.
Ugh.
It'd be
I mean,
boring.
props to
Yeah.
him props for Elon for having like a vision like that, but I don't know, man.
I mean,
It's
I'll
not
go
for
there
me.
for
Yeah.
vacation. I take off like 2 years of work
But
just
it
to
takes
go on vacation to
what,
Mars.
6 months to
Dude,
get there?
You know, if you
I
get
don't know.
back, your body's not going to be used to the gravity and you're going to get super fat.
Ooh.
Like,
It's like when astronauts are on the ISS and they come back and their head is fat
yeah.
because there's no gravitational pull on it.
It's funny.
And their bones actually.
So you gotta like work out or something like that.
You do, yeah.
Okay.
They can't walk when they get back.
Yeah, they need to learn to walk again, but like their bones in their body actually. What is it? Like, they shrink.
do they?
I
Are they
think
fragile?
they do. They become more fragile, so it's very easy to break your bones.
Hmm.
It's so
And
weird.
It's like you get back, you have to learn how to walk again. You need to like work out, but you have to be careful because your bones
Yeah.
are like
Speaking
fragile.
of working out, Jeff Bezos is buff.
He
It's
is
so off
yeah.
topic, but like he is jacked.
What are we talking about?
I
This
don't know, I don't know.
podcast?
We're like an hour and a half in, just talking about Jeff Bezos.
He's jacked. And I think he got facial reconstruction or something because he looks like a.
Well, he
Like
got
a doll.
divorced, and he's just like, screw everything. I'm just gonna.
He looks the same though. His face does at least.
I heard some people saying that he's like getting ready to be the supervillain. Like he keeps getting
Oh,
bigger,
yeah.
and his voice is deeper now. So like, yeah,
Yeah, I've seen a like a video of him. He was in this trench coat, and he looked like a villain.
he's getting ready to be a supervillain. I swear.
That's
Yeah.
funny. He probably has his own like secret laboratory where he makes like
Probably.
weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, I bet he has a few bunkers.
Yeah, probably.
That's a scary dude.
Hot though.
He actually.
I'm not gay.
What are we
but-
talking about in this
man.
I have
this
no
podcast, man?
Yeah.
It started with Call of Duty. Now it's Jeff
No,
Bezos.
it started with Battlefield actually.
Actually, that's true. But yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yes.
I think we're pretty much done.
Nothing else to say about the games.
Yeah,
Or
we need
Jeff
to end
Bezos.
this before we go on
Hot
any
body.
rabbit trails.
Yeah. I mean, Battlefield is great. It's
Vanguard
got
is
its issue
great.
now. I mean, Vanguard, like, you buy Battlefield for Battlefield, you buy COD for COD. Like,
Pretty much.
what else can we say?
Yeah. But I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of stuff about people hating on
Oh, yeah.
Battlefield in particular.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily listen to that stuff.
Yeah. Try it out with the
Do
trial.
the trial.
10 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
You decide if you like it for yourself or not.
Just be warned, if you don't have a great rig, you're not gonna
Yeah.
get the
I
best
was having
frames.
some
But
issues. I didn't check, but I bet I was getting like 30.
Ooh.
really,
I
I
was
don't know.
getting like
It's
40 to
low.
50, and honestly, I wasn't
Hazard, I was
lagging or
getting more.
anything.
4050
No,
is
not really.
technically lagging.
I
'cause
know,
it's-
but I wasn't. I'm just saying, like, it was running smoothly for me, and then I changed it from auto to like medium or low, and then it was like lagging, and I was like, what
Yeah,
the heck?
now you know why the console people don't get 120 hertz on their
Oh, yeah.
PS5s and
because
Xboxes.
it downscales it to 1080p and upscales it to 4K.
Yeah, there's no way they're
And
getting
so
good frames.
they're
with
not
that.
getting 120 FPS on console.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you for listening to CuboldCast. We'll see you in the next episode.